Mahindra Sri Lanka Premier League.
Welcome back to the Pallekele International Stadium. It's match number 13, Nagenahira Nagas versus Wayamba United, the second match of the day. We're live from the Pallekele International Stadium, and what a game it promises to be. The two top teams, Wayamba United and Nagenahira Nagas, battling it out there for the top spot. Well, we're ready with the toss, and let's go across and join Russell Arnold.
It's the top of the table clash here today in this Mahindra Sri Lanka Premier League. The two unbeaten teams, the Wayamba United and the Nagenahira Nagas. Now initially, before we go to the captains, let's have a look at the pitch. Dude, what do you think?
Well, Russ, if you look at conditions now, it's a lot cooler, and I just touched an area of the outfield. This is just uncut grass, and it's just slightly damp. And I think that as the night gets cooler, there'll be a little bit of condensation, and the pitch will freshen up a little bit. It's good for batting now. We've seen it good for batting during the first game, but I think later on, with just that little bit of moisture on top, on the grass, it's going to come onto the bat a little bit more. For me, I like runs on the board. I know the wicket is playing good now. I'd bat first.
Oh, that's a good call. What sort of a score will you look at, and what will your game plan be? Go hard in the first 6, or how would you look at it?
Well, these are the two top teams. These are teams that have shown that they can chase anything and that they can set anything. So I would be looking somewhere in the region of between 150, 160. If I get a really good start, then let's say 175.
Oh, good. Well, the guys are waiting for me. Let's check
right
who
ahead.
we have here. Angelo Matthews of the Nagenahira Nagas and Mahela Jayawardene of the Wayamba United. Our match referee Chaminda Mendis, and of course our Pepsi mascot. I believe Mahela is going to toss the coin.
Heads. It's the ball. And it's tails. Right?
It's a tail, so Mahela Jayawardene has won the toss.
We're going to bat first, Russell. Runs on the board, I think.
Any changes to your team?
No, I think same team. We felt very comfortable with the combination we played the other night. So just going with the same thing, and we'll try and make few changes once we get to Colombo.
Well, we've seen it a little difficult for batting in the last couple of games, under lights especially. What's your game plan?
Well, I think we have to play, good cricket shots. There's, the outfield's pretty fast as well. Make sure we get a good start and set a platform for our low order guys to try and capitalize. But it's sensible cricket, smart cricket. I think that's the order of the day.
The key for you has been your younger players standing up.
Yeah, definitely. I think we put a lot of responsibility on the younger guys, and they've reacted really well. They're enjoying their cricket. Takes a lot of burden out of us old guys, I guess. But at the same time, the senior pros have done the job. Getting good starts. Cameron has been in good form. Tamim. So it's been a good team effort, and hopefully we'll continue that trot.
Well, good luck. Enjoy. Jeff, over to you.
Thanks, Russell. Well, Angelo, I would have batted first. What did you want to do?
Well, I had different plans. I would have bowled first because the dew factor might come into play. So, well, if that's the case, it might, come onto the bat pretty well later on.
So this result suits you for the toss.
Yep.
Any changes?
I've got a couple of changes. Well, Imran is out, so Udara Jayasundara comes in, and young Chaminda Dushmanta goes out, and Ben Lachlan comes in.
Well, you've got a chance to do what you want to do. Let's see what happens. Go well.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. So the news out here is that the Wayamba United have won the toss and they will bat first.
Well, thank you, Russell. And let's take a look at the two teams. Well, Nagenahira Nagas, of course, have two changes. There's no Imran Nasir out through injury, and Dushmanta is left out. Ben Lachlan is in, and so is Udara Jayasundara at the top of the order. Wayamba United have gone in with an unchanged team. That's understandable. That team has clicked so well. And the bowlers, in particular the young ones, have really put their hands up. So we're all set and ready for the first ball of this crucial game between Nagas and Wayamba United. And a very good evening to my co-commentator Jeff Thompson.
Roshan, I'm looking forward to this one. This is the top of the table clash. And, well, who's going to be the first one to lose a match? They've run 3 for 3, both of these teams. And very good conditions here. And two very good and well-balanced sides. Tanam Akbar, well, the Bangladeshi opener, he's been in fine form in this series so far. He missed out the other day, but boy, And of course at the other end, Cameron Atwell, he's been on fire.
Here is the first ball. Nagenahira Nagas to bowl to Tamim Iqbal. And they'll get a run off the first ball. Might be a leg by. It is. But Wayamba United are on their way.
Yes, and also we've got one of our young up-and-coming bowlers here, Nagenahira. He's in the running for our Young Star Awards here. I think it's the Killer Denham Awards. And he is one of our young firing stars in this competition.
A tremendous prospect. Nagenahira Nagas has already played Test cricket, one-day cricket and T20 cricket for Sri Lanka. And Tomo, I'm sure we've told all our viewers that he has a unique record. We'll talk about it after this ball. Cameron Atwell on strike. And could have easily dragged it onto his stumps. But instead, it will run away to the boundary for 4. So, not the greatest start for Cameron Atwell, but nevertheless a boundary.
Oh, don't you hate this as a bowler? You beat the batsman, well, you almost beat him, and then he chops it, almost goes on. And, well, you get burnt. It shows up in the book as 4 runs.
Well, he's off the mark. On an unlucky day, it would have easily gone on to hit one of those stumps, but not the case here. Cameron Atwell on strike again. This time of an outside edge. He'll get another run. So this has been a good opening partnership for Wayamba United, both Iqbal and Atwell. But just to finish off on Nagenahira Nagas, he has the unique record of getting a wicket in the very first over he bowled in all 3 formats of the game. Well, that has to be something special, Tomo.
That is very unusual. That is something, isn't it? I never knew that. I don't think I've got a wicket in the first form of any game I've played, except probably in juniors or something, but not in Test cricket or anything like that.
Bit of movement, but more runs down to fine leg. Just a single. So they got off to a good start. They got to 7 off the first 4.
Maybe I was a slow starter or something. I'm a slow learner, I know that much.
Not too slow with the ball, though.
No, it's... but that is something, isn't it? A nice little bit of trivia there.
Cameron Atwell, he's had a good series. He's been amongst the runs. And once again, just getting a single. Nice onto the bat, running it down to 3rd man.
Well, he stepped off a plane on that first night, wasn't it? For his first score we saw on the board. I can't remember what it was now, but it was a 60, was it, or something like that? Straight off a plane, straight into the competition, no practice, no nothing, and into it. And he hasn't looked back since.
He hasn't looked back at all. In fact, Tamim Iqbal and Cameron Atwell on more than one occasion have got Wayamba United off to a blistering start. This is the last ball of the first over. Wayamba United already 8 without loss. Tamim Iqbal on strike and make it 12. Nice clip off his pads. So a good start for Wayamba United. 12 without loss. Well, we've been talking about the Iqbal-Cameron Atwell partnership. Look at that 176. That's a huge one right at the top. And Uttara Rudra's bowlers were the ones who suffered.
Yeah, there's some, well, pretty steady, but that one at the top's a standout, isn't it? So, well, way clear of the rest.
Good crowd in. I've been very impressed with the crowds in Pallekele. And Wayamba United in particular has had good support. And take a look at their fans, the flags, the t-shirts, they're all there in their numbers, pretty colourful. I can tell you that Pallekele International Stadium is one of the most picturesque stadiums in the world. And Sachit Pathirana, he's been handy too in this format. Bowls left arm spin, but very useful. And starts off with a good ball. Never easy, Tomo, bowling in the bowling with the new ball and in the power plays if you're a spinner.
No, that's right, and especially this time of night, we heard Douche say, he's tried to make a bit of room there. We heard Douche say before it's a little bit greasy out there, so he's got a slippery ball to start with, and then if it gets a little bit of dew on it, just be a little difficult for him, but no, you notice he pushed that one through pretty quickly.
Down the track, doesn't time his shot, was looking to blast it. They'll get a single. Good bowling by Patirana. He's kept the batsman quiet. Just given a single of the first 3 balls.
Well, I think Akmal tried to hit this. I think he was trying to match Afridi in the previous game, but this one, he had the stands looking in his eyes there. It was good enough to jam it out. It was a good piece of bowling. I mean, unless a guy would have got stumped on that one, would have missed it completely.
Patirana is very clever with his bowling, subtle variations in pace, brings the ball in with the arm. Now with the left hand on strike. Well bowled, very well bowled indeed. He's bowled 4 dot balls, never easy to bowl at this stage with the power play and the field restrictions on. Bowling with a brand new ball. Oh, he attempts the reverse sweep for nothing. Straight to the man and cover.
It wasn't a bad shot, was it? It was right off the middle. He misses that, he's going to be out LBW. Let me have a look. These two, they're just so fierce. They're just trying to score off every ball.
Oh, very good over. Excellent over. 13 without loss. Well, we got something called the killer denim, and we're looking at the young player of the tournament to come up with these 3. Akila Dhananjay has been a revelation. Just 18 years, bowled his off spin brilliantly. And this is Alvitikala. Been steered down to third man, and it's gone for 4. That raced away to the boundary of Kamran Akmal's bat, short and wide, on top of it and down to third man.
It did, wasn't it? It was a good shot. The third man down there was really on his bike trying to haul this in, but no chance. It just raced away. And it might be a little bit with Deuce in here, just that little bit of greasy grass. It just slides away with that new ball. Look at it go. No chance.
That was timed so perfect. This outfield is absolutely fast. He looks to swing. Oh, that hit him. That must be painful. Kamran Akmal. Well, he's hit on the upper back leg. And it must be pretty painful. He's down. Should be all right. Looking to pull. I think he was beaten on the length. Into full to pull it.
Yeah, let's have a little look. Half tracker. Well, it just kept a bit lower more than anything, just skidded through a bit.
Well, certainly, I will take my statement back. It was a half tracker. It was not beaten on the length. It just stayed down.
Yeah, I think Akmal, watching the games that have happened here, he probably thought it was going to bounce more, because we have seen a lot of bounce out of this pitch. But that one just skidded a touch, and that's what caused him to get hit.
17 without loss. Off the edge, he's got it slipped. They've got the wicket. Kamran Akmal has been dismissed. That's the wicket the Nagas wanted. They wanted to break through early. And Wayamba United have lost one of their most prolific batsmen in the tournament. Kamran Akmal caught it slip.
Wow, good piece of bowling. Softened him up with the shorter ball, and then this one comes along, very next delivery. He got underneath this one due to the lack of bounce from the other one, and it was a bit of a change up in delivery, and a good catch there, and a superb wicket there. Kamran Akmal, the danger man, in the pavilion. 17 for 1.
Well, the skipper himself is out there, Mahela Jayawardene. He's coming at number 3. He's got plenty of experience as an opener, Mahela Jayawardene, so no problem in he coming in at number 3. He's got 100 in this form of the game. Good strike rate. He's on strike and gets a bit of shape. Kanishkal Vitigala.
This is good to get him in for the Nagas here. Get him in early. The ball moving around. Be just what they wanted. And this is why he's there. There's the wicket to fall. Cameron Akmal slashed it one wideish there. Travis Burt, the catcher in slip. And that's the danger man. Gone. That's a big wicket. You can see the appreciation there. They've got to keep the pressure on now. Follow it up.
Steers it down to third man. He gets off the mark. Good over comes to an end. It's 18 for 1. So Wayamba United have already lost a wicket, the wicket of the dangerous Cameron Akmal, caught well by Burt, of a slow delivery by Albitigala. Mahela Jayawardene is in, he's on 1. Tamim Iqbal has faced 6 balls for his 4. Got a change of bowling. Sharmin Iranga coming back. At the opposite end, he started off. He's replacing Sachit Patirina off just 1 over. Patirina started off in very good fashion, bowled a maiden, but Iranga didn't have a good start. Here he is bowling his 2nd over. And beats it. What a lovely delivery. Mahela Jayawardene was completely done by that one.
Yeah, he just played around it. He didn't make too good a foot movement here. And I think he realises that. He's got caught on the crease with a very good length ball. Just left him a little. Actually ran his finger over it. It was like a leg cutter.
Perfect line and length to bowl to the new batsman. As one might call it, the corridor of uncertainty. Jayawardene was completely done. The length was perfect. The movement was just enough. The line was absolutely fantastic. Oh, he charges and misses. Mahela Jayawardene looking to try and dominate Iranga. This could be the effects of the previous delivery.
Well, you wouldn't call this a good shot. I would have thought from Mahela. He's come down, he's got around, he's done everything. And then the bowler was still good enough to get the length right and just leave him again.
Well, an experienced batsman, Mahela Jayawardene, shouldn't get ruffled. Really looking to charge Iranga on that occasion. This time he finds the man on the boundary at third man. He'll get a single, but this is a real battle between the top 2 teams. And we've got a good crowd in. Excellent crowd. And quite a bit of Wayamba United supporters. They've turned up in their numbers at Pallekele International Stadium. Well, we've been telling you about the Wayamba United support. Look at that. Look at the T-shirts, look at the flags. And there's also a message for Mahela Jayawardene. They'll get another run. Quick single. Angelo Matthews at mid-on. A good battle. Very good battle between bat and ball here.
Yeah, it is, and it's a real prize fight, this one. Matthews just caught a little bit too deep there, but I suppose he's back looking for the bigger shot. And you'll just see him come into picture there. That enabled him just to get that single easy. Now he's just making an adjustment here to Mahela. He's taking out one of the slips and putting him at, well, a backward point position on the circle.
So just a slip and 3 others saving 1 on the off. And this is Apish over extra cover. Mahela Jayawardene will get a boundary, but lucky on that occasion. Ben Lachlan, the fieldsman, making a desperate effort. Well, had that got stuck, I'll tell you, Wayamba United would have been in serious trouble.
Yeah, I think it looks closer than it is there. You see Lachlan jump up, but it did clear him by a fair bit. It was straight at his direction, but would have been a good mood over his head.
But it's not Ben Loughlin, I was told. It's Angelo Pereira at extra cover. I apologies to Loughlin. 4 runs, this time through fine leg. Will run down to the boundary. So 2 consecutive boundaries to end the over. 28 for 1. Well, look at the projected scores. I'm sure Wayamba United will want more than that 140. Maybe they'll be looking at around anything close to about 180, because also the Nagenahira Nagas bat fairly deep, Tomo.
Yeah, it is. I think this game's going to be a bit more crucial. That's right, over 165, 170 would be a good score, I think. First up, the ball does do a fair bit, as we have said before. And, well, it's a battle of the bats at the moment.
Tigala has been working up decent pace at last delivery, hitting the bat hard. He's tall, gets a fair bit of bounce. He has been good with his lines and lengths. This is the 5th over and of an inside edge. Clever change of pace by Kandy Tigala. He's been mixing it up. He's been the bowler who made the breakthrough for Nagas. He's been persisted with by Angelo Matthews. This is his 2nd over. I think it's a 1 for 6.
Yeah, he's tall. He just varies it, doesn't he? He's a big lump of a lad there. Solid, plenty of height. I think he just keeps it within himself, you know, the change up and pace. He's got pace up his sleeve, but he's not using it too much. This will test him out now against Mahela.
Well, he's happy now. There was some movement behind the bowler's arm. And off the edge, passes the slip, and he will get a boundary. It fell short of the slip fieldsman, but still important runs for Wayamba United.
Well, right as he bowled this, there's a fella, well, you're not going to see it in that shot, but a guy walked straight in front of the screen down there with a banner, with a flag. And that's what Raheel was talking about. And I wouldn't be surprised if he had that out the corner of his eye. I was watching down there and I just see the guy come out as he was about to play the shot.
Well, that wouldn't help the batsman too much, isn't it? With the black side screen and the white ball. Oh, that's a brilliant delivery. Moment off the pitch.
Another leg cutter there, just running his fingers across it, stood up, jumped away, left him. Did too much because he's not going to hit that.
And mind you, good pace as well. Clocked almost 140. Had pace and bounce. And had movement.
Good seam. Good seam. That was all it's about.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. He's just clocked 140. That's quick. Can generate decent pace, Tigala. Once again in that line outside the off stump.
Yeah, that was a very good delivery, that one. When you get Mahela leaving the ball, when it's around there, you know it's a good delivery. It's got him guessing a little at the moment.
33 for 1, and this is the 5th over. Wayamba United going at just under 7. These are the 2 top teams in the Mahindra SLPL. Playing for the top spot. Here's the last ball. And straight to the man at short fine leg. Ends with the dot ball. It is 33 for 1. Great atmosphere in the ground, big crowd in, good match happening between the Nagas, Nagenahira Nagas at Wayamba United. Change of bowling. Ben Loughlin coming on. Clean bowl to Tamim Iqbal. And change up in the commentary box, Russell Arnold and Dean Jones.
Thanks, Roshan. Loughlin now to Tamim Iqbal. No runs there. Of course, Iqbal's got two of the biggest sixes, or at least in the top 3 sixes hit in the competition. Ball from Chittagong. Fantastic crowd starting to get in here now. Big support for Wayamba. Good start for them as well. 33 for 1 on a pitch. That's got a fair bit in it. Great to see the people starting to come along here, Russell.
Well, definitely. It just gives such a lift to the players. And you can see everyone trying to impress. A lot of youngsters out here. Also, Wayamba, probably a 2-hour drive from here. The city of Kurunegala comes under the Wayamba province. And a lot of people, I'm told, have come down from there.
Straight drive, they get a quick single, they make it pretty easily. Now, I'm talking quickly about this pitch. I've been around a little bit. I haven't seen a lot of pitches of late. But I reckon the way this pitch is playing is one of the fastest pitches in the world. And people would laugh at me saying that it's in Sri Lanka. There's a bit of dew around, I understand that, but it's got pace and bounce. This is quite a quick deck.
And you need to play good shots, like Jayawardene said. You've got to adjust your game and not aim too high. Try and aim to score 145, 50.
And he gets it away inside edge for 4. Lucks of fortune. Didn't quite get to the pace of the ball, but as you can see, the ball just inside edge, the ball just flies away.
There's always value for your shots, but with a bit of luck, and if you pace it out well, you get your 160, which is more than enough to put pressure on the opposition. Now, these two batsmen, very experienced, and we've also seen them go much harder. But today, it's a different plan. They're leaving the balls and trying to play on its merits.
Jayawardene got 18 from 12 now. Oh, he just ramps it behind point for 1. 8 runs and over from here, 152. But we're all starting to learn that when they go for 150, you're pretty safe.
It's all about your plans and how you go about to execute them. It changes from game to game, and also the opposition that you come up against.
Tamim Iqbal just replaced his bat. They carry about 5 or 6 now, these guys. You know why? Because they get paid a lot more than what we used to in the old days. Used to just take 2 bats away with you. Now they've got bat 6. Beautiful shot down the ground. Well fielded. Chance to run out for Yancey. Would have been gone. Would have been gone. That NC over. 7 runs from it. It's 40 for 1. There you have it, 40 for 1 up to 6. The Hafiz, Chandamal, Mahmood, Bharatna, Surawadana, Bamara, Budana. Pretty good batting lineup for me. Maybe lacking a little bit in bowlers, Russell, but I tell you what, they're a pretty good unit, the Wayamba.
Oh, they've done a decent job. They've really strangled other teams, and I think they do have the best fielding side. They make it count. They take catches, create runouts, and they give themselves another 10-15 runs to play with.
Well, 2 top teams on this Mahindra Sri Lankan Premier League. Either of them has been defeated. Nagenahira Nagas have been going hard at it. Finding out who is the best right here. Oh, down the ground, he's got enough for that. Great shot. Iqbal at his best.
We're done with the 6 overs, so the field goes back. 4 fielders in the circle. And he lines his spot up. Mid-off in the circle, just does enough to get it over the top of mid-off. Plays his options very well, Tamim Iqbal.
Yeah, they've got some problems now. Gala. Wonder what lines and lengths he'll bowl now. I think they've got a problem with the ball. It's been split again, which is quite weird for me because normally the Kookaburra balls are very, very good, and I reckon they're split. Oh, I dare say at least 4 balls already in this competition. So I'll send a little email off to the boys there at Kookaburra in Australia. Can you believe this? They sell 15,000 balls a week. And well, they obviously will sell a few more if they keep splitting.
Is that the tactic? Well, you were talking about a long batting lineup for the Wayamba United team, but it's important in this particular pitch, under these conditions, that a good foundation is laid. They've got a good start. They're averaging around 7 runs per over. It's up to these two to keep building a little bit more, a little bit longer, maybe the 10th, 11th over.
Yeah, one of the top 4 guys has got to take responsibility and go on and make it a 60 or 70 plus. And once you do that, you're going to win games 9 times out of 10. There's the brand new Kookaburra in his hand. Will he go over the top again? New ball, or different ball. Gets it past him for 1.
Well, he's got the boundary of the first ball. Doesn't need to do anything silly now, just knock it around. The bowler is under pressure and try to end up with an 8 or 9 run over.
Well, that's what you want, and it's hard when the beans are going in your head, but they definitely try to attack the first 2 balls. That's the strategy. Get lucky and try and get 5 off the first 2, then try and just finish it off nicely. So they've done that already. That's how you make big scores. It's about discipline, about aggression as well, but discipline once you got a boundary early. That'll be leg byes again. Oh, did he get a bat on that? That really flew. He got bat on that. That tells you how quick is his ground. Or this pitch particularly.
Well, nothing silly. That's what the Wayamba United batsmen need to keep in mind, and Jayawardene just does that. He's put the bowler under pressure, and if the error comes, drifts onto the pad, and it's easy peasy.
That's where the left-hand, right-hand combination comes in. You really got to concentrate, and particularly when you've got 2 class acts like Jayawardene and Tamim Iqbal, you really got to concentrate in your lines. Oh, that's, again, getting too much on the legs of Jayawardene. He loves it there.
Now even Matthews has got the right idea. Runs are leaking, but he's still operating with the slip in place. The ball will nip now and again, and you need to have fielders to pick up that wicket, and that'll change the game.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be Einstein to work out. You've got to get wickets at some stage. You really do. And that stops the run rate. But saying that, he's really worried now. He's taking the slip out, which I disagree with. I reckon you've got to back your bowlers to get guys out. Right off the toe of the bat. He'd be disappointed with that. He's looking for 6 there.
But well directed from Pallekele. A little quick 140 k's an hour, but no room for Iqbal to move his arms. And you need to vary these lengths too. If not, you'll be lined up and taken apart.
Ramped it down a 3rd man, just gets 1. Good over. It was there for Wayamba. 11 runs from it. It's 51 for 1. Seven overs bowled, 51 for 1, 9 fours have been hit, and these 2 are well on the way. 34 the partnership, and now we've got a bowling change.
Pathirana, Sajid Pathirana back into the attack.
Left arm orthodox, and Tamim Iqbal will not be able to help himself here. He'd be looking to launch it. Single on the leg side.
But he's been good, this youngster. Knows to work the angles, doesn't turn the ball a lot. The slider is the key. But he's very good at varying his pace and length. Opened the bowling and just went for one run, whereas the other bowlers were being taken apart.
Yeah, he's been pretty good. He hasn't really been smashed around at all. A couple of good performances in there. Single there. What a class. You can just tell he's just so good. Jayawardenepal just working him around.
Yeah, just do this for the next 4 overs. You get close to 80, 90, and then you can launch if needed. But how good Pathirana has been means he's only bowled at difficult times in the power play overs and when the others have been going for lots of runs.
Well, I noticed Tamim Iqbal's looking around the ground to go into him here. What's going to happen? No, a little fine lap. Beautiful. Fantastic batting. Using the pace of the pitch. Got a foot. Oh, it's gone onto the right. Just couldn't get the size 12 on, and it's gone for 4. Smart batting.
Yeah, a little shimmy. Got Pathirana firing it at the pads. But he always knew what he was wanting to do. Big man, but you got to get down. You got to save your team. A run or 2 if you can.
Yeah, they get free laundry. Looking for 2, and they're going. Oh, direct hit would have been gone. Direct hit would have been gone. Jayawardenepal was really putting in the big ones. He knew he was in trouble.
Angelo Pereira was the fielder, but it was perfectly weighted by Tamim Iqbal into the gap. 2 was the call right away. That's more like it. Alvitigala get the dive out. But the Wayamba United batsman doing it smartly. Again, 9 runs off 5 balls.
Yeah, with 1 ball to go, and let's just watch how Jayawardenepal plays. He's just quite happy to get 10 runs and over here. Looking just to work it around. There it is there, just glabs it. Oh, is he good or what? He is a surgeon with that bat. Brilliant shot. Watch the ball right onto the bat, using the pace of the ball. 13 runs from the over, 64 for 1. Can you ask for better TV? 2 of the best teams in the Mahindra Sri Lankan Premier League fighting it out here. They haven't been defeated here. Wayamba, Nagenahira, there it is there. Kandy has got in the top 3 with a good run rate with their brilliant performance earlier today. And a good crowd in here enjoying all the moves of this Mahindra Sri Lanka Premier League. Right, Mendes to come on now. Don't know whether Tamim Iqbal has faced him a lot of late, but a wonderful economy rate, 6.3, getting more than 1 of the big wickets per match.
That 6 wickets, his best figures, was also achieved on this ground. He can afford to do that. Tamim Iqbal, they've got a healthy foundation. Now the key is to build on this partnership. A new batsman will struggle when he comes in.
He's looking over the leg side over mid-wicket. You can see his eyes eyeing that area off. No run. And as you can see there, Jayawardenepal almost getting in the way of the bowler there. He's backing up quite close to the stumps. The correct way to do it. There he is there. That's how close you need to get. Stop the spinner getting across. Quick one there, makes it easy. Good running, good understanding.
He needs to run on the pitch, on the point you mentioned, Dino, because watching the other batsmen run on the grass, we've seen many batsmen slip. That's the reason he needs to stay on the pitch. He gets more of a chance to stay on his feet.
Well, under a little bit of pressure here, just one run from 3 balls here. What will Jay Wadana do? He's faced Mendes a hell of a lot of times in the nets, and over the years he can pick him, I have no doubt. Will he go after him? Will he risk it? And so obviously they might be thinking not to give away too many wickets to Mendes and attack everyone else.
Yeah, he shouldn't do it. He should take what comes. They can afford to do it for another couple of overs. That'll put them in a better position than taking chances.
Oh, they've asked for LBW. Did he get bat on it? I thought he got bat on it first. We'll have a look.
Well, I'm with you. Mushfiqur Rahim might have done better to go for the catch. Oh no, we're way off the mark. So is the ball, missing leg stump easy.
Lucky. Down the ground, looking for 2. A good shot there. Bit of whippage through mid-wicket. And that's a better over there for the Nagas. 3 runs from it. It's 67 for 1. And it's the strategic timeout. Wayamba's got a very good start here, 67 for 1 after 9 overs against a very, very competitive team, Nagenahira Nagas. And Cameron Akmal, the only batsman out with 11. And let's have a look at some of the shots here. Over the top of extra cover, beautiful shot working, a little flicky Joe Wadana. Tamim Iqbal over the top of mid-off using the bowler's pace. And fine leg glance running it away, and of course Tamim Iqbal at that fine leg glance that we saw there. And this partnership now is 50 from 38 balls, and now they've really got to, one of these guys has got to go on and bat almost to the last over.
Yeah, lots of touch shots using the pace of the ball. Just 1 or 2 shots only where they try to muscle it through the field.
Front edge there, didn't pick that one, it was at the front of the hand. No doubt Wayamba's spoken about this pitch, to say don't try to muscle it, use the pace, hit it fine. They haven't played any really big shots. Mind you, saying that, he's just gone inside out, just wide of the cover for 4.
He's so good, Tamim Iqbal. He can go over mid-wicket and he can go over extra cover. That makes life difficult for a bowler. You don't know exactly which line to bowl to him. Got enough of it to get it away from Ben Laughlin.
Sweep shot again. I could smell that coming. City, they're starting to use the bowler's pace a lot more. Only the last resort are they looking to hit the ball down the ground. Now they've got the start they wanted. They've got 5 runs from the over. If they get another 3 or 4 for the next 3, they're just playing the percentages. Smart cricket.
They've done the adjustments well so far, and that's the key. In Colombo, at the R. Premadasa Stadium, when you consider the pitch, you've got to play a different game. And out here, you've got to make the adjustment, and that's what good teams would do.
Yeah, you can see he was just trying to hit it in the hole on the leg side there. He just didn't watch it. It turned a little bit on him. Padarana. Only good lines and lengths here to the skipper. Sweep shot. I tell you, that's what they're doing, and that might go for four. They get a hand on it, he won't. Won't even get a foot on it. Great batting, smart batting from a brilliant player.
He's been taking the pace off. Much slower, asking the batsman to come at him. This time, he stuck that leg out early. And Patirana went for the Yorker. And that's what Jayawardene was waiting for to help it on its way.
Looking to hit a hold. Class batting. Did you learn anything, folks? Yeah, he's really good. 10 runs from it, 77 for 1. There's the Nagas bowling. Probably Alvin Tagala been the best of the bowlers up to now. But Mendes is starting to bowl well. Lachlan bowls well at the death. To take you through the next 5 overs, Roshan Abasenge and Jeffrey Dujan.
Thank you, Dino. Ajantha Mendes have been greeted with a single off the first ball by Mahela Jayawardene, who's now looking good. He's already gone up to a quick 37. He's hit 7 boundaries. Tamim Iqbal, by comparison, has been pretty quiet. Look at that crowd, Dooch. Possibly the best crowd we've had in Pallekele. That's a wide. That is a big wide.
Well, there's no question as to who the crowd is supporting. All those white t-shirts supporting Wayamba United. And I think they're getting their money's worth. Mahela Jayawardene slowly just carving the field up, finding the gaps, rotating the strike.
This is Apish, but it's safe and down to the boundary. Sachit Patirana was herring after it, but no chance. Short and wide from Ajantha Mendes. That's a poor delivery. Tamim Iqbal quickly onto it.
Tamim needed a boundary, hasn't really been timing the ball that well.
Oh, in the eye, it's gone. Cotton ball. Soft dismissal. Ajantha Mendes strikes. And Wayamba United have just lost their second wicket. Tamim Iqbal, the batsman, dismissed.
Well, this is good bowling from Ajantha Mendes. Brought Tamim forward. Couldn't quite reach it. So just pushing at it. Lobs it back. And the catch taken. Good piece of bowling. And the second wicket goes down. Tamim Iqbal for 32. It's 83 for 2.
Kaushal Veeratne comes in at number 4. he's earned a promotion with some good performances in the tournament so far. Good strike rate, can hit the ball hard. Nagenahira will be the one he'll face.
And this is how Tamim went. Reached for one he couldn't quite get to and just flicked it back to Mendes.
Another dot ball. Good over for Mendes. 6 runs and a wicket, 83 for 2. Already a few big buildings in the Wayamba innings. Just looking to try and build on. They've got to 83 for 2 in 11 overs. Sachin Pathiran it is, and Jayawardene continues punching it away on the offside to deep extra cover. Well, we got a very special person standing by with Mandira. Let's go across and join her.
Thanks. First, for a moment I thought you meant the special person was me, but obviously it's Mr. Nagenahira Nagas, the Secretary of Sri Lankan Cricket. Sir, are you happy with the turnout here?
Yeah, I'm very pleased with the crowds. We have seen a lot of people from Wayamba. This is what we need. This is their tournament. The tournament belongs to them. The teams belongs to them. They come and cheering and getting them to win is something that we really look forward for.
It's been very heartening to see the crowds come out in droves here in Kandy. It's been a huge success here, hasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of credit should go to the Central Province Cricket Association, headed by Mr. Tennakoon. They have done a great job in getting the crowds along with the Wayamba team. So basically, more than the cricket board, a lot of people from the provinces have taken a lot of interest and ownership for the tournament. And also we are quite pleased with the level of cricket that we play. The level of cricket, in terms of local tournament, we see a bigger development in terms of the quality of cricket. So we are quite pleased with the crowds as well as the tournament.
We're well into the Mahindra Sri Lanka Premier League now. I think it's really catching on, don't you?
Yeah, it's for the youngsters, it's for the future. We have seen a lot of youngsters coming in cheering, a lot of youngsters having an opportunity in getting into a probably T20 World Cup squad. So this is what we need from Sri Lanka cricket's point of view, and it's good to see everybody supporting. And it's not SLC's tournament, it's for the provinces and for the districts. They need to develop it.
For the people that are watching this at home in front of the television sets, what message do you have?
Yeah, I think guys who are watching it from TV will only see the game very closely, but when they come here, the atmosphere is quite different. They can enjoy, they can see what is happening in terms of what the organizers have put in terms of Mahindra SLPL. This is something that Sri Lanka should not miss and come and take the maximum opportunity of enjoying it.
Okay, thank you so much for talking to us, Mr. Nagenahira Nagas. They're saying all those in front of their TV sets, come to the grounds and watch it live. Back to you guys.
Well, they'll get a run off the last ball. So 6 off the over, 89 for 2. For 2, 12 overs completed. Wayamba going at a very solid rate at the moment. They got 8 wickets standing. Those projected scores. We'll be looking at that 10 runs an over if they can. Jayawardene, the key here, he's made 38. Kaushal Ratna has made 5 of 7. Ben Lachlan bowling his second over. Ratna on strike.
I think Ratna has been promoted just to keep that left-right combination going. Bowlers always having to adjust their lines. So that's an opportunity for a few loose deliveries, but this one wasn't loose. Very nearly crept under the bat.
Oh, he looks to swing it. Gets an inside edge. He's a power hitter, Kaushalavi Ratna. I'm sure he's been given the license to go after the bowling. Mahela Jayawardene at the non-striker's end. He hasn't so far got moving. He's got a boundary. He's made 6 of 9. But all the runs have been scored by Jayawardene. He's really got to move on. He's scoring at 152 runs, 100 balls. Tremendous strike rate.
You saw his experience showing up here. He knows the areas that he can score. He's finding the gaps, hitting the out boundary, improvising well.
Cleverly bowled, very well bowled indeed. That was a slow one from Lachlan. I think this is his strength. He mixes it up. I believe Jayawardene was completely deceived by Duj. Just couldn't read it. Another full toss. A slowish one which has been pushed down to long off. Talking about the speeds he's bowled at. We're talking about the third delivery which went from 134, the previous one, to 113. Great drop in pace. Completely baffled the batsman. Virat on strike, and he gets a scoop down to third man. A very unusual looking shot, but still very effective in the open spaces. Never seen anything like this.
Well, this is the kind of shot that T20 cricket has created. All different ways of scoring runs, and this is one of them.
He was initially looking to go leg and then saw the ball outside the off stump, but clever work. Strong wrists, just open the face of the bat. And he'll get it past the man at short third man. He gets a boundary, so gets two boundaries of consecutive balls, 99 for 2. Well, Lachlan went for a few runs in that over. Really couldn't understand the thinking in that field, placing Duj having that short third man up.
Not if the line was around off stump. Mendes the only bowler that's having it going at a decent rate. Everyone else over 7. Alvitiga will be the new bowler. If he can do something about stemming the run rate. It's pretty healthy right now.
This is going to be his 4th and final over. He'll bowl to Mahela Jayawardene on strike. He's been running in hard and hitting the bat hard, working up good pace, Alvitiga. Tall man. And he'll have to come in and try and get a wicket for his side, because Wayamba United seem to be running away with this. Already a partnership going, 16 or 15 balls. Jayawardene looking smooth. And he goes square, at least a couple here. And they'll come back for 2. Sachin Patirina is the fieldsman on the boundary. That brings up the 100.
And it's come up in good time as well. Jayawardene again just giving himself some room. It's nicely on top of it and plays it late.
Now those two 50s have been pretty even. They've got it off 40 balls each. So they're maintaining the momentum. The run rate is good. Jayawardene making sure that he knows where his fielders are, surveying his field. Green moved to long on. They need another man inside the circle, and they're just going to bring in the mid-on in. They got 4 now, 4 in the circle, mid-on, mid-wicket, point and extra cover, rest on the boundary. And off an inside edge, doesn't carry. Mushfiqur Rahim doesn't gather the ball, so they'll get a single.
It's the type of game where you have to go after everything. This didn't bounce as much as he had expected. It's a bottom edge. Mushfiqur gets an awkward bounce. Did well to get something on that.
He's been mixing it up quite well, Alvitigal, and that last delivery was the attempted cutter. Possibly the lack of pace on the ball, not coming onto the bat. And Viratna gets it down to third man on the bounce, and oh, very nearly. That extra bounce. Nearly getting Travis Burt on the wrong foot.
Yes, this ball bounced, it came up rather quickly. And this is what you would expect. Just had a feeling that the extra moisture in the air would just freshen up the pitch a little. Wouldn't have seen anything bounce that high and come off that quickly in the earlier games, when the sun was shining. Starting to come through a little bit more now.
Jayawardene will get another run. It's been good batting in this over. Excepting one delivery, they managed to get a run off almost every ball. Got 5 off 5. It's been good for them to finish off with the boundary if they can.
Well, the ball is coming onto the bat a bit more now, and they're doing the smart thing. They're using the pace of the bowler. A lot of balls going down to third man, deep backward point.
Last ball of the 14th over, Viratna on strike. And he goes down the leg side. They'll get another single. So 6 off the over. It's 105 for 2. Well, 3 partnerships so far, not a big one for the first wicket, but Tamim Iqbal and Jayawardene made it big for the second, and now the third one between Viratna and Jayawardene, promising, but they still got a long way to go here.
And the second 2 partnerships been in pretty quick time.
So Lachlan it is who will bowl to Viratna on strike. And gets an outside edge. It runs down to third man. The wicket keeper couldn't gather it. Well fielded by Ajantha Mendis on the boundary. Was looking to go over mid-wicket. Ball just running off an outside edge. Just passing the keeper.
Yes, beaten in the air, beaten in the flight. Struck him outside off stump.
That's a full toss, 4. Throw mid off. You have the mid-off fieldsman up, and you don't bowl a full toss there. And Kaushal Viratna can be murderous when he hits it in the middle of the bat.
Well, to the bowler's credit, he came down the pitch. Got some good bat on it.
He can really hit the ball hard. Veeratna on strike. And this is high. Should be out caught at mid-off. Oh, in fact, it won't. Just beating mid-off. Charminder Ranga running back. Never easy to take those as they fall over one's shoulder. But that didn't come off the middle of the bat. Still good enough for 2.
It's turning out to be a good over for Wayamba. Boundary, 2 more. 8 off the over so far. Still 3 deliveries to go.
It's a short delivery. Now what was he trying to do here? He moved inside the line. Being told that's the one for the over. Viratna just kept moving inside the line and then fired in short by Ben Lachlan. Extra effort. That occasion. 2 more balls in the over to go. And this is high, down to third man. Ajantha Mendis comes around. Ball short. And a couple more. Viratna again having that big wind up outside the off stump, looking to go over cover. Ball falling well short of third man.
But he doesn't care where it goes now, Viratna. He's just letting the bat go. It's been a good over, 10 off it so far.
Really looked to blast the bowling. And he this time should be out caught. No, he doesn't. For the second time in the over. Just over the man at mid-wicket. He'll get a single. So Angelo Matthews, the fieldsman, 11 off it. It's 116 for 2. And 16 for 2, 5 overs to go. It's beautifully set up here. Wayamba United looking to blast with Jayawardene at 43 and Veeratna on 25. Ajantha Mendis is back. So is Dean Jones and Jeff Thompson in the commentary box.
Thanks, Roshan. Thanks, Jeffrey. There's the projected score, 10 and over, 166. Oh, I reckon they should get 170 from here. I think they should get a bit more. Depends on how they play this fella. He is very hard to get to. Oh, he can do that. Well, he's not too hard to get to, Jeff.
Not if you play a backhand sweep when you're supposed to be batting right-handed. Well, left-handed, I mean. And he smashed that away, hasn't he? He's bowling a bit leg side to him. Offside, sorry, outside off. And so he just switch hit. We've seen him done it a couple of times already. He's only hit 2 in the centre, but I mean, he's got runs from him. He's mishit a couple of them that I've been watching. But a good shot under the conditions.
Well, he's upset a few people. Viratna.
I think he's been upsetting the bowling attack really, Dino, because he's been mishitting a few. He's been chipping them over some fielders' head. Hasn't hit the ball in the middle sometimes, and it's just been dropping over fielders and that. And I think a la one Australian Ben Lachlan was getting a little frustrated. But not this guy, not Mahela. He hasn't hit too many.
I just love the way he's gone about it tonight. I don't want to put the cosh on him here, but 43 from 31. He has really played the percentages really well. Let's have a look at his wagon wheel there. As you can see, he's used the bowler's pace. See that third man fine leg up. Hardly hit the ball down the ground. He's played really well. Knows the call. Very good call indeed by Viratna. They're almost a run out there. But I reckon he's just worked it out, Tomo, how to play on this type of pitch. Instead of fighting it, play it late.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Using the pace a little. The pitch is coming on a bit, especially in these, well, this game, an evening game, the last on the night. and it just comes on a bit better.
Quicker one. Oh, that's a magnificent shot. Inside out, over, backward point. Is there a better shot we've seen in the Sri Lanka Premier League? No, we haven't.
Good timing, wasn't it? Down he came. He looked like he was going to hit it a lot straighter to me, you know, like cover region. And then he just cocks those wrists and bang, it's gone behind point.
Just the way the position, he quickly, with his quick footwork, got it inside out. Great balance. Never overhit the ball. And the sweep. Oh, good feeling. Very good feeling. You couldn't wish two great teams having a go at each other. 126 for 2. And it's the strategic timeout. Four overs to go, and it's a very good scorecard for Wayamba United. Very good indeed. Joe Wadden on 48 and Viraratne on 30. Hafiz Chandamal, Mahmood, Siravardana, Kumara, all very good players, good hitters. Mahmood probably might come in. Hafiz, they might try to stick to a left-hand, right-hand combination, what they ever do. But gee, these two have played beautifully. 43 partnership in 32 balls. And got a couple of good Bollywood superstars in here. And I'm just trying to work out who will bowl. Will Arenga bowl 2? Lachlan Mendes will definitely bowl out. I think they'll bowl Lachlan for sure. They might bring someone else in. I doubt it. Now Arenga's coming on now. So they're backing the youth and see if he can, while under pressure. This will be a very good test for him, Tomo. A lot of things have been said about him, and now we're about to find out how good he really is.
Yeah, he's bowling to two informed batsmen and two, well, that are getting plenty of runs tonight. So he's going to have his work cut out.
Get it to point for 1, looking for 2, and he's risking it. He's putting in the big ones. Does he make it? He does. There's his 50. Well done. Big warm of applause from the home crowd here, Wayamba. There it is. Well played, sir. Great knock.
Yeah, 50 from 36 deliveries. He's got 8 boundaries within that 50. And very warm applause here from the Wayamba fans. It was good running too. It wasn't a boundary that brought up his 50, but it was a very well placed shot, and he really had to scoot to get that second run.
Oh, brilliant. Just brilliant. A, to have courage to play that. 2, to execute the shot. Brilliant stuff.
Well, he's making Arenga think about it, isn't he? Difficulty. You know, bowling to a guy like this, one of the best batters in the world. He's bolted wide of, that's got to be 2 foot wide of off stump, but he's put him over fine leg almost for 6.
Look at the position, how quickly he gets in. Wide stance, just uses the bottom hand, gets the ball on the middle of the bat and uses the bowler's pace. Courageous shot. Down the ground, it's a wild mo. It's probably one of his worst shots tonight, in fact. And there comes up as well as we got the 50 partnership.
Yeah, that's come off 36 deliveries as well. So both 50s coming up in this over. I'd have thought this man here on pitcher was the man supposed to do the slogging. I'm sure he'll join in.
Words slogging and Jay Wadden don't really go together, do they? He's played really well tonight. 55-38. Viraratne 30 from 21. Right, big talk here. Big hard call from the skipper's just yelled out to him. Come on, put your head down, keep working, get the ball in the middle of the bat. Aranga under some pressure. Oh, big swing and a miss outside off stump. Now he wasn't happy with that, Jay Wadden up.
And he brought up his 50 in the previous over, and these are some of the shots along the way. Very nice placement over the top, tickles around the corner, timing, touch, and then down the pitch he was, and that was the 2 that brought up the 50. Just 36 deliveries, and well, he's been a handful tonight. It's a big game, and big players perform in it, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Okay, so we've got the mid-off up. Is he looking to hit down the ground now? I reckon he might be, for me. Oh, you pull it away for 6. Oh, you can't read it, Dino. Just let this guy bat. Magnificent shot. Jay Wadden loved it.
Oh, not a good delivery. Where's it pitched? It's pitched on leg, and the length is completely wrong. There is a man out there with square leg, but he's got all the time in the world to smack that away, Dino. So Aranga, he's left a little wanting here in this over at the moment.
He bowled it short because he knew he was looking to hit him down the ground. But be full and outside off stump. Bowled him better! Oh, it's a magnificent partnership. Jay Wadden gives him a big clap. He really has played well for Wayamba. Gives him a pat on the back. That's what Mahela does. Very good knock by Viraratne.
That's better. Up in the block hole, leg stump. Pretty hard to slog him from there when you're looking to hit him down the ground. So Viraratne goes for 36, and just the 3rd wicket down, 139 on the board.
Well, 3 wickets have fallen as a Mahmood, power hitter, 140 strike rate, got 200s, 10 50s at this level. Couldn't have come in at a better time. Be wrapped with this little wonderful partnership that just finished by Viraratne and Jay Wadden up.
And the wickets have been hard to come by, and this is only the 3rd one of the night. There it is, just rattled the leg stump. Viraratne played a fine innings with the captain there, good partnership, and there's Mahela just saying, well done, mate. Gives him a pat on the back. And now, a new batter's come in. He won't be on strike because the captain is. And Lachlan back on now.
Beautiful shot inside out. It might go away for 4. There'll be at least a couple. And Mandira, I believe you have Viraratne right next to you.
Thanks for that. I'm standing here with Koshi, or Cash as he likes to be called, from Wayamba United. Fantastic knockout.
Thanks, actually. They asked me to go a bit early, so my job was to just go and get some runs for the team, so I think I have done that.
I think your partnership with Mahila was pretty much the foundation of the runs you've scored today. How was it playing alongside him?
Yeah, actually, we all know that Mahila is a much experienced player, actually, because he's our captain, so it's very easy to bat with him because he always come and tells you what to do, and he gives you all the courage, so it's really happy to play with him alongside there.
And you're playing to packed galleries today, full of crowd?
Yeah, actually, they are wonderful, actually, because every time we play here or wherever, they come to cheer us, so I'm really thankful for them to what they're doing at the moment.
You guys have played 3 matches so far. This is the 4th one. I don't want to say anything too early, but obviously you guys are on a roll.
Exactly, because the thing is, cricket, you never know actually what will happen.
There you go.
Cricket, you don't know what will happen actually, but still, we are trying our best, so we'll see the end. So.
How much are you enjoying being a part of Wayamba United and this atmosphere here today?
It is really nice actually, because all the crowd are and the team members really helping each other, so it's a pleasure to be with them at the moment. Yeah.
Thanks very much for talking to us. Back to you guys.
Thanks very much, and very well played by Viratne, 36 from 24 balls, and at the same time Jayawardeneh has got 67 from 41 and ripping them apart. Oh, well, first poor shot that he's played, he's been using the bowler's pace, but gee, he's played well tonight.
Yeah, he's played some good shots during that interview, and here's one while Mandira was interviewing. We were Ratner down there, and it's 6 runs on fine leg. And there's another dab. This was the ball beforehand, and then the very next ball, Lachlan's tried to correct it, and it's disappeared.
Beautiful shot, 6. Big one. Oh, Ben Lachlan, I bet you wish you were in Queensland now.
No, he's copped a bit of swisher. Well, in form. You can't do much about it, can you, when it comes to that stage? Ball's not doing much. I'm not making excuses for him, but Mahila is just in such good nick that it's not going to matter where you bowl it.
Oh, that's a good nut. Full Yorker, very, very well bowled. Great over there for Wayamba. 18 runs from it, 157 for 3. Jayawardeneh's been outstanding here at Pallekele Stadium in Kandy. 73 from 44, and if they go here with 2 more overs to go, 10 and over, they'll get 177. Just have a little look at some of the shots. He gets in a ramp position and ramps it down using the bowler's pace. One of the shots of the night. Brilliant stuff by Jayawardeneh. And look at that, wound up and just had all the time in the world to moose it over mid-wicket. Oh, Trevor Bayliss would be absolutely stoked there. Cameron Akmali would be. And now, that's a Mahmood. Working it down the ground for 1. Oh, there's 2 there, and they'll make it easily. Well done.
Yeah, Azza's had to wait a little while, hasn't he? He came in a while ago, well, yeah, during the previous over, but he sat there watching the captain slogging him everywhere, and now he's had to join in. He gets off with the 2, 1 from 2, that's all right.
In the air, catch it, someone will be up to the keeper, leave the keeper to take it. Oh, he's dropped it. He should have taken it. They were not too close to each other. Mushfiq.
Oh dear, but it doesn't go for you, it doesn't go for you, does it? I just had that feeling. I thought, wouldn't this be embarrassing after all 3 of them going for it, that he does drop it in the end. Watch this, he gets there and then unfortunately dropped it.
And bowls him in the next one. Has that come off the keeper's pads or something? No, he's got an inside edge and he's out bowled. So be interesting what the fieldsman and the wicketkeeper will say at this little interval. Angela Matthews quite happy there, but that's a nice little cameo for Mahmood. 4 from 2, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, he got missed on the previous ball, and then poetic justice here. I don't know what everyone was waiting for. The umpire, he's saying to the umpires here, I don't know. It just tickled the stumps. So Azam Mahmood finally gone for 4, and it's 4 for 161.
Dinesh Chandimal comes into the crease now, facing the experienced Mendes. Down the ground, that should be out as well. He might get a hat-trick here. He's telling everyone to get away. Oh, he's dropped it. Oh, he told everyone to get away and he forgot to take it himself.
I tell you what I did notice was the wicketkeeper didn't try for it this time. He said, that's yours. And the same result.
Oh, I feel sorry for him. He said, get out of the way. Look at his fingers, have got so much tension in them and just got a little touch in them. Oh, it's never easy when you've got the world watching you. Inside out for 1, and it could be a run out. He makes it back. So he's doing a pretty good job here, Mendes, trying to finish this off. Only 6 runs from this over, 1 ball to go. It's bowled very, very well.
Yeah, he has done pretty well. There's been plenty of excitement. He's been unlucky. He should have got an extra wicket.
Well, he might get one now. Winds up. There's someone out there. If he can stay, hold his ground, take that. Oh, he's bumped it over. What is happening? The Nagas are sponsored by the Teflon Company. Nothing sticks. End of the over. Oh, 10 runs from it. That's 167 for 4. What a scoreboard it is for Wayamba United playing against the undefeated Nagenahira Nagas there. 167 for 4. Jay Wonder on a roll. Let's have a look at this big fly ball. Keeper, everyone converging together, and the keeper drops it. Shocking catch there again. Another one in the air. And in the last time he drops it as well. And then he whacks it over one. This is a difficult one to get him back, and then he just pumps it into the boundary line for 4 more. Oh, they need another 10 runs and over. 167 for 4.
Yeah, they did a good over this one here, just to bump it up and really finish this one off. Mahela knows that, but that just was a comedy error, wasn't it, that last over? Ball's going high. Nothing's gone for the Nagas, really, but mind you, Wayamba have batted superbly.
Big hit from. Will it carry? Will it carry? Yes, it does. He must have a good caddy. He just gave him the right club just to get the ball over the boundary line.
Yeah, I don't think he got all of this one. It was a bit of a thickish inside edge, I reckon. Yeah, he's got it on the bottom. He didn't flush it, but it still went for 6. Mid-wicket area, nobody out there.
It's just been a great knock on a pitch that not really suited for the batters. 3 6s, 10 4s, 79 knots. 4 balls to go. They've got a chance to get this up to 185 here. Now, I reckon he's going to try to look to ramp it down to fine leg somewhere.
Yeah, I was just looking there myself. Somewhere just behind square or really fine.
Oh, inside out over cover. There's someone out there. Can he take it? Oh, he can't. Oh, no. Come on, boys. You're better than that.
Dear me, this is getting beyond the joke. That's his second drop, I think, in the outfield up there, that guy. I'm sure he's the one that dropped the previous one on the fence, and now he's just nervous. Look, he's got steel hands. His hands are so petrified, there's no way he's going to close them, Dino.
Well, they're pretty happy. It's amazing, this game, isn't it? 3 balls to go. Oh, he's moosed it again. Catch it. Can the crowd catch it? Oh, that's nearly cleaned someone up. Magnificent. Jay Wandana at his best. He's got a chance to get 100 here. He's got 89. 2 balls to go. Can he get 100 here with 2 sixes? He's got his eye on it.
Well, it's a fair chance if he hits it in the air. The way they're trying to catch the ball. He's rolled that out slowly, but look at him. He's just cocked himself. He's waited back there. Waited for it to come and then just timed it beautifully. He did get a good piece of that one.
Well, they're under huge pressure here, the Nagas. They really are. They've been smashed all over the place. 16 runs from this over. He's on 89. Here we go. Really try to ramp it down. Fine leg in the air. Look for a 6 there. Oh, yes! Oh, awesome! Just awesome! Oh, Jay Wandana, you ripper!
How good is this? I mean, I'm a bowler and I shouldn't be laughing at this, but it's lovely to watch. It's just good, clean hitting. And I tell you what, Dino, he has every chance of getting this 100.
Highest score in the Mahindra Sri Lankan Premier League, surpassing Tamim Iqbal. What a beautiful shot that was. Can he get it? 95. One more. Big 6, please. Will he look to hit in the same area? Oh, unlucky. Well, what a wonderful knock. And that would should just about complete it. 23 runs from the over. Mahela Jayawardena, take a bow. That is just sublime batting, son. Absolutely brilliant batting. And the crowd here has just loved it here at Pallekele. They haven't enjoyed it at all. And he runs off the ground. Momentum going all the way for Wayamba. 190 for 4.
Yeah, beautiful piece of batting there. Good batting all around from the whole side there, Wayamba. Not the whole side, because they only needed the top half. Got 190 runs there. Trevor Bayliss clapping it. But you've got to remember, it's only half the game at the moment. And but the captain leaves there. 96 from 50, 11 fours, 5 sixes, and we were hoping he might have got one off that last delivery, but it was only a single. But there's the batting card there. That's how it's happened. Iqbal up for 32. Cameron Iqbal, the one that's been blazing lately, got out for 11, but that only just gave more time for the skipper Jay Warner to accrue 96 from 50 and get up 194 in the end.
Roshan Abasinghe, who have you got for us?
Thank you very much, guys. I got Shane Duff. Doesn't look too happy after this poor performance of Nagas. But tell me, what really went wrong with you guys? This was the big game, Bill, the 2 top teams playing, but apparently you guys have got dominated badly.
Yeah, look, it's a very good wicket, and you know they've got some outstanding batsmen. Mahela Jayawardena is one of the best in the world, and he's proven that tonight. We probably didn't execute how we would have liked. We fielded poorly, but you know the wicket's still good, and we think we've got the firepower that can get us close to this target.
Yeah, fielding. Good point you made. What do you really reckon went wrong? You think the crowd really caused these youngsters to drop a few catches, or the excitement, the pressure?
Yeah, look, it's hard to know until we chat about it, because they've handled pressure well so far, but obviously some things have gone wrong tonight.
Mahela Jayawardena, brilliant mood, and what do you think the bowlers should have done to restrict him?
Yeah, look, I wouldn't want to have been in the bowler's shoes, because wherever they bowled it, he managed to hit it for 4 or 6. I think, look, Mahela's an outstanding player, and he was awesome tonight. We didn't have a lot of luck early to him. We could have picked him up. We beat the bat a few times, a couple of inside edges that went for 4. So I felt when we didn't get him then that we might be in for a long night.
Shane, tell us about the atmosphere. Obviously electrifying, the SLPL here, the 2 top teams playing.
Yeah, it's tremendous, and I think it's due to the outstanding cricket that's being played. It's a great standard, and the fans are really enjoying themselves. And when you see top-class cricket like that, top-class batting like that, it's no surprise that they're all here.
You still reckon you guys are in with a chance?
Absolutely. You know, we've got a strong batting lineup. We've chased every game so far and have done it very well. We've done it comfortably. So this is an extra 30 or 40 runs than what we've had to chase so far, but I'm confident that we can get close.
Good luck, Shane. Enjoy the rest of the game. Back to you guys.
Thanks very much, boys. Must be a bit difficult for him, for Shane Duff, to talk about it, but by gee, let's look at those bowling figures, Jeffrey. Mr. Aranga, he learned a lot how to bowl to a good player tonight.
Yeah, it was welcome to the big time, wasn't it there? Well, unfortunately, he had to bowl to Mahela, but so did everybody else. But the runner was pretty good and a bit gully. I thought he bowled really well, you know, for his 1 for 27, but everyone else got a little bit of a spanking, didn't they, as you'd expect in that score.
Well, that's the target here. The Nagas need 191 runs to win from just 25 overs, and they're going to have to play really well at getting 9.55 runs per over. Don't go away.
Mahindra, Sri Lanka Premier League. Mahindra, Sri Lanka Premier League.
Welcome back to Pallekele. And if you want to go on and make big scores, you need a scorecard like this. One batsman in the top 3 or 4 going on to make a big innings, and the others playing cameos around him. Jayawardena outstanding, making the highest score in the Mahindra Sri Lanka Premier League up to date. Some wonderful shots were played, Jeff.
Yes, he certainly brought his class to bear. Had his fair share of luck. Himself and Tommy Migbal had a good partnership to start with, and it was Kamal actually who went first, and then came Jayawardena, and then he started to stamp his class on this innings. Improvised well, had a bit of luck, found some gaps. Tommy Migbal was chipping in himself, but Jayawardena was the class of the whole show. Migbal kept things going with him and got a few boundaries himself. but it was Mahela Jayawardene who really powered the innings. Finally, Tamim Iqbal chipping one back to Ajanta Mendis. That was the end of him. Then it was Samoa Rira came in and supported Mendis, did some big hitting. Jayawardene chipped in as well with some classy shots of his own. That's brought up his 50, and he just kept going, picked his spots. Samoa finally, Wiratne finally went bold, but Mahela Jayawardene just kept things in control. Really started to improvise, moved around. The slow balls didn't give him any problems. He just hit them out of the ground. And this was Azhar Mahmood. Dropped once, and finally, he actually got dropped 3 times, but finally got bowled. This was the man who got dropped 3 times. There's the first one. There's the second. That's Jayawardene swinging for the fences. Both sides of the wicket. The third catch down. And this was smashed. This was an even better shot. Innings came to an end.
Well, that's the target that the Nagenahira Nagas need. 191 at 9.55 runs per over.
Mahindra Sri Lanka Premier League. Mahindra Sri Lanka Premier League.
Well, there'll be a confident lot. Mahela Jayawardene leading the way, batting right through the innings, and laid the foundation initially with Tamim Iqbal. Kaushalya Weeraratne was promoted just to pump the rate up, and then Jayawardene finished it off in style. The best over of the innings, the last over, went for 23. Jayawardene picking off a 6, then dropped And the next ball, which went for 4. Another 6. This was the best shot of them all. Needing 5 to reach 100 off the last ball. That's all he could do. But the Wayamba United will take that. They never have expected to get to 190. 150, 160 was the target they were looking at. But as you know it, if you pace it out well, you can go on and get those extra runs.
Yes, and from about over number 15 going on, they really upped the ante. Last 3 overs were really very productive, and score of 190. Difficult. It's going to be difficult to chase. There's no question about that. They'll have to establish a rate that's close to the asking rate and hold that, and then try to make up the deficit, I reckon, in the last third of the innings. And we've seen Wayamba's bowling attack, and we've seen that even though they're young, they're very disciplined, and the fielding has been of a very high standard, and of course they're very well led.
And at this stage, scoreboard pressure. They got 190 on the board. Even you and I, we prefer to have runs on the board.
Well, this is what Mahela said at the beginning, that he was going to bat first if he won the toss, because runs on the board, he believes in runs on the board, and they've certainly put those runs on the board.
Well, there's no Imran Nazir, who's been giving them those blistering starts for the Nagas. It's Ahmed Shehzad and Travis Bird promoted up the order to try and deal some damage early.
I think that's their only alternative. They've got to get a big innings from, I think, 1 or 2 batsmen, at least 2 half-centuries, and one of those half-centuries, a big one, in order to get anywhere near that. And they will only be able to do it with partnerships, but they've got to get off to a good start. If they don't, then the pressure is just going to be on and on. As you say, Russell, the scoreboard pressure will just become too much.
Yeah, the big contribution has to come at the top. Ahmed Shehzad is one of those who can go on and give you that. 113 is his highest score, and he gets them fast. That's a healthy strike rate of 136.6. He's looked good throughout this tournament too. Travis Bird, he's contributed, a powerful hitter, the left-hander.
The first 6 overs are going to be very important.
But this is where it gets tricky. Wayamba United played good cricket in that first 6. They made sure they didn't lose wickets and got off to an okay start. They got 40 runs, and I think that's the way forward. Because if you do try to go too hard, the new ball will nip around. And if you lose wickets, you got no chance at all.
Those runs are on the board, Russell, and it's now going to be a matter of, as you say, scoreboard pressure. How hard do you really go?
Surudana will be opening the attack from Wichenduj. Oh, you're confused.
Yeah.
Leave it to me.
Unasgiria. Unasgiria end.
And when chasing a score like this in these conditions, you've got to set up the innings. And that's what Wayamba United batsmen did well. In the last 5 overs, they went on to score 74 runs. Javardhana got 53 of them off 19 balls, 5 fours and 5 sixes in that. They went too hard early. Wickets would have tumbled. The chances were that, and they wouldn't have got even halfway where they would have wanted to be. A slip in place.
We've seen that Wayamba's bowling tends to be quite disciplined. It's been backed up by some good fielding. Great spirit in the team. They all seem to rally around Mahela Javardhana. A lot of respect. And he certainly delivered a masterclass tonight.
Oh, just a wish, no feet at all. You need a bit of luck to start off, dude. Even Javardhana had a few inside edges that went for 4. But you ride it, you play good shots and create your own luck. Tamim Iqbal to use the pace, and that's how they converted the pressure. You wonder sometimes who picked the name for Wayamba United. Jawardhan, of course, a big fan of Manchester United.
I know we had something in common.
And he was pretty keen to get back today and to watch the start of the Premier League. Manchester United taking on Everton later tonight.
Yes, we'll definitely be up to watch that. So the other end is the Rikili-Gaskada end.
9 out of 10 for you for that one. Always room for improvement. Edge taken, Jawardhan on the rebound. Ahmed Shehzad goes.
Well, you just can't keep Mahela Jawardhan out of the game. Got it at the second attempt, but it really flew to him. And it doesn't matter how many times you snatch at it, as long as you finally get it in those hands. So first wicket down. And it's Ahmed Shehzad. Didn't bother the scorers. It's 2 for 1.
Jai Sundara is the new batsman. Very young in his T20 career. That strike rate needs a bit of work on. He's out there because Ahmed Shehzad received a very wide loose ball. Much better than the ball that got the wicket though. Wide ball edge to slip, end of 1. It's 2 for 1. That's the Nagenahira Nagas team. Jai Sundara is at the wicket with Bert. Batsmen to come: Matthews, Mushfiqur Rahim, Sachit Pathiran, Angelo Pereira, Ben Laughlin. They bat deep, but it's a tough ask for any batting lineup. Azhar Mahmood about to open the attack. He gets good shape. He's not express. Generally will bring the ball back into the left-hander. Also has the ability, of course, to slip in the one that goes away.
Azhar Mahmood is a real veteran at limited overs cricket. As you could say, he's been around the block. He's been around for a long time. Very experienced. Just gets a little bit of shape on that ball.
Good seam on it. Doesn't really come back in, but straightens down the line, cramping Bert for room. Will be shaping to play on the offside, on the angle. At the end, nothing to work with. This time doesn't come back as much. This is all they need to do. Just keep building dot balls. There's no need of picking up wickets. They're all bonus. already the required rate above 10, almost 10.5 runs per over.
That's where the pressure to score will come from. That's where the batsmen are going to have to start to take chances.
Yeah, he was cut the previous ball, so hence making the adjustment and making too much of an adjustment. Well, this is the first innings. Wayamba United winning the toss, started off slowly but solidly. Iqbal and Jawad are building a partnership. Weeraratne promoted up the ante and then Jawad finishing it off in style. Gets that through, that'll be 4.
This is nicely played by Travis Burt. Found the gap and it had enough pace to beat the man at third man. Anybody who missed Jawadna's innings this evening missed a real treat.
Goes over the top. 1 bounce for 4. This is what they need.
Well, in the first 6 overs, they've got to look to go over the top as much as possible to beat the infield. Only 2 men allowed out. So when the opportunity arises, once you get it over the infield, you'll get a boundary.
Friendly pace from Azam Mahmood, bowling only around the mid-120s. That's easy meat for the Tasmanian. Slower ball. 2 is the call. But Chaturanga Kumara, he's so quick across the grass. It restricts it to 1. End of 2, it's 12 for 1. A lot was expected of Ahmed Shehzad because of the absence of Imran Nazir. Again, wonderfully well bowled by Wisuru, bringing that back into the left-hander. He bowls a good slower ball. That's his strength, varying the pace. Wisuru has been a part of the Sri Lankan T20 setup. Recently played in ODI. That's his preferred delivery, which just wobbles back into the left-hander. Hesitation. But if he had called with the shot, there was an easy single. Sirivaddhana doing well at point. The crowd has really grown. A lot of people have come down from the Wayamba province, which could be about a 2-hour drive. But they are supporting their team.
Well, they've certainly been entertained so far.
Gets that one wrong again. The slower one. We are, of course, in the central province of Sri Lanka at this stage. Kandurata province, the city of Kandy. And Wayamba United playing the Nagenahira Nagas, the eastern province of Sri Lanka. Oh, that was a good one. Just came back in sharply at the left-hander. Well, this will give you a better idea of the provinces. That's the Western Province. Nagenahira Cricket Dundees, the city of Colombo is in there. Wayamba United, the Northwestern. Uttararudras represent the city of Jaffna in the north. That's where we are in Kandy, in the Kandurata province, central province. Nagenahira Nagas from the east, who were next from the southeast, the city of Badula there. Ruhuna Royals, the southern province. Ruhuna Royals, of course, representing three major cities, Galle, Mathura and Hambantota, where Sri Lanka will play the initial games in the T20 World Cup next month. Darajai Sundara, 21 years of age, studied in Colombo at Ananda College. Same school, that of Arjuna Ranatunga, the World Cup winning captain.
But clearly, when Udana got there, they'd closed the kitchen. Just after Arjuna left.
Lovely shot. Wonderful timing from the youngster. Just let it come into his pads and punch it into the vacant gap.
Can play these shots now that the ball is coming onto the bat a bit better. Just met it on the up. Timed it sweetly.
Lovely shot, great wrists just to generate that extra pace. Isuru Udana has a hat-trick, Duj, for Wayamba against the Central Districts down in Port Elizabeth. That was in the Champions League in 2010-11. That's the end of the third over. It's 1 for 20. The points table as of now, Wayamba United right on top and well set to pick up another two, though Nagenahira Nagas, they'll give it a good fight. Kandurata have crept up with their win earlier this evening. Balls early, will be just the one. Fielder sitting on the circle. Kaushalya Weeraratne played a wonderful knock today of 36. Promoted up the order. Give that extra oomph for the innings, the Wayamba innings.
And I think to maintain the left-right combination as well after Tamim got out. To upset the bowler's lines.
Went the other way. Travis Bird playing for the one coming in. He's a clever operator, Azhar Mahmood. When yesterday we saw him just bowl the 2 overs, but picked up the vital wicket of Dilshan with one that went in to the right-hander, just like that. Operates off a very short run, but knows exactly what he's doing. That'll be 4 or not. Chaturanga Kumara is very quick. Just runs like a hare.
Well, the youngsters in this Wayamba team, very athletic, very quick across the ground, and throw themselves around, and well schooled in the art of outfielding.
Four runs, was in the air, but no chance for the fielder at point.
Well, they've really got no choice. They've got to go at the bowling now. And Travis Burt is making a good hand of it. Any width he's getting, trying to go over the infield or through it. Even though they're so aggressive, they're still not anywhere near the required rate.
Well, at this stage, Wayamba United were just 20 for 1. If you look at it that way, they're ahead of the game.
That's a very delusional way to think.
Be another leg by. Of course, you've got to look for the positives, dude.
Well, as a batting team, yes, you do. Yeah, I fully agree with you, Russell. As a spectator, which I am, I try to be a little bit more realistic. It's going to be a big effort. There's no question about that. And they've really got to go at it. And in that first 2/3 of the game, not lose a lot of wickets.
Again, another quick single. Dhananjaya at mid-off. Just the fielding. End of 4, 29 for 1. After 4 overs, the equation pretty much equal. But when you're chasing, that's not where you want it to be. You want to be way ahead. A bowling change from the Hunasgiri end. It's going to be Mohammad Hafiz, who's generally known as the left-hander specialist. Loves bowling to the left-handers, comes round the wicket, lands it on a round off stump. Most deliveries keep going with the arm. One will turn just to cause confusion. He's always on the spot, there and thereabouts. He's got that pause in the delivery stride which allows him to make that last-minute adjustment. He wouldn't mind that. Singles are a very good result.
Well, I don't think Travis Burt will be looking for a single.
Play him as the ball slides into him. In the air, finds the gap. That's a top shot. He picked his spot early, Travis Burt.
He's a big, strong guy. Gave himself some room and just lashed it.
Edge, it'll run away. Dhananjaya is after it, can't get it back. So 4 more useful runs. Travis Burt quietly gaining control, getting Hafiz to bowl where he wants him to.
Well, he backed away from the first one, so Hafiz is trying to get a bit closer to him. Just stood his ground and worked it off his pads.
Cleaned him up. Wonderfully bowled by Hafiz. Not short, but much slower.
Well, this is the chance you take. Once the ball is on your stumps, if you miss, you're going to be out bowled. And this was right at the stumps. Not the kind of length for him to play that shot at. Might have wanted to hit it more straight or wide of mid-on, but tried to go right across it. And the momentum slows. 25 runs for Travis Burt. It's 38 for 2.
Angelo Matthews, the Nagenahira Nagas skipper. The wonderful player of all the shots around the wicket and a great head on his shoulders. The finisher in the Sri Lankan team. He's in the middle because Travis Bird just deceived by Mohammad Hafiz. Bowled it slower, but it's skidded on. There's a bit of dew out there. That did Travis Bird in. It's got a slip for him. A successful over, 9 off it, 38 for 2. The Nagas needing some firepower. Let's see if those in the commentary box can provide it in the form of Jeff Thompson. And you, sir? Ah, yes, it's Dean Jones.
Thanks, Russell. Yeah, we've got it. Don't worry about that. You just have to ask us. 98 for 2. They need 153 from 90, and they need to go, and they need to go now. Now, here's a youngster that we've been impressed with. Kamara has bowled pretty well in this series already. He's had 9 matches, 11 wickets. As you can see, 6.83. Nice start to his T20 career.
Yeah, he's bowled pretty well, Dino.
In the air, over the top. They're taking him on straight away. 1 bounce ball.
Thanks for coming. No respect for the youngster there, but I've seen him go for a couple like this in and over, and then he's pulled it back in previous games. So it'll be just good to see how he goes. It was really there for the hitting.
Jaya Sundara swinging a miss outside off stump. Well, there you go. Tomo, he's got a 3 for 1 for 18, and now he's just under the pump early in his spell here. It'll be good to see how he backs up.
It's early days, mate. See how he pans out, but he's done fine in the other games there. 1 for 18, there's nothing wrong with that. And the 3 for in his first outing.
Oh, an outside edge there. They just look so professional tonight, don't they, Wayamba? They take the catches that have been offered. It's always good support. They look a classy team.
Well, they look sharp. I mean, to get away with a good start with the bat helps, and then, you know, they were also aided by a few sloppy fielding, but they were always going to get a good score. The Nagas weren't too good on the field. But they do look sharp. You get what you give, and they've been on the ball right from the start.
Oh, he's trying to hit that 2 up. If he hits, he's out. Oh, nearly took off the bowler. It just missed his melon.
I think it might have grazed his face, actually. It's hit the corner of the wicket block, and that really gives it a skid. Watch. Oh, he's done well to get out of the way of that.
That could have been ugly. Not the best of throws, honestly. You've got to try to hit the stumps on the full. You really got to hit the stumps on the full and don't bounce them in, because so many times you throw it straight, it hits something in the ground and makes the ball pop over the stumps. Always try to hit the stumps on the full. So Matthews comes on strike here. Good hitter. He's got a little time to get himself set. Need to go at 10 runs though from here. 10.3 runs per over.
I tell you what, Jayasundra, Dino, he's quick between the wickets.
Ooh, that might be a wide, and it'll be biased. There's 2 there if they run hard. Angelo. Oh, they don't get them.
That was a windy whoosh, wasn't it? Mind you, they've got to hit the accelerator. Angelo Matthews knows that if they've got any chance here, they can't fall behind. They've got to get going. The required rate's 10.2 really. And that's, well, that's almost 2 a ball, isn't it? And they need some boundaries. Otherwise, it's going to really drop off quickly.
They're having a good time, aren't they? The fans here up at Kandy. Oh, that's nearly broke his leg. Oh, it's come right off the front of the shin. He's not showing any pain, but let me tell you, he's hurting.
He's in the shooting gallery there, isn't he? He's nearly got pinned by his own fielder, and then look at this. Oh, lucky he pulled his foot back with it, went with it, I think, and it's just softened the blow. Oh, dear.
Oh, that's hit him off the ankle. That's not going to be a wide again. He's under some pressure here, the youngster. He won't back off, though. Good credit to him.
No, he's a good thinker. Saw him under the other day under the pump, and he worked it out. Mind you, he's got to be a bit more difficult here tonight. See how he goes. This little guy's a whirlwind there, Sandra. He can hit the ball, but he's very good at running between the wickets, like a jackrabbit.
And got him. Beautiful catch. The youngster gets a big one here. Oh, and he's happy. He's got the Brett Leal click in the heels as well.
Did you see how high he threw that ball in the air? You know, to throw the ball straight up like that is very hard to do, but this is why he brought about. Miscue straight off the bottom of the bat, pressure of not scoring runs. There he is. Now on your way, son. That's what he's saying. So, another wicket down. Pressure is telling. Jay Sundra for 13 and it's 3 for 46.
Welcome back here, Mushfiqur Rahim, the skipper of Bangladesh, comes to the crease now, and the Nagas need all the experience in the world. Well, they can't find 2 better experienced players out there now. The skipper, Angela Matthews, has only faced 1 ball, and Mushfiqur there, but, oh gee. These guys need to get a big partnership here between these 2. Wayamba at this stage were 40 for 1, but let's have a look at the reason why he's here.
And Jay Sundar it was trying to up the ante there, and all he succeeded in doing was just a simple catch, miscue off the bottom of the bat, and it just come back slowly to the bowler, and a bit of revenge there. Mushfiqur Rahim is the wicket keeper for the Nagas. And he earlier on missed one of those skied balls, I think, if I remember correctly, Dino. Ratner got a few runs as well with the bat.
A little bit of swing there, and I'll get 1 at least. And that's all I'll get. It's a well-oiled group they are, Wayamba. Beautifully skippered by Mahala Joe Wadden. He's not today, he was just sublime, just superb. Very well supported by this bowler as well, Viratne. He's having a good time in the Sri Lankan Premier League, as is the crowd. Tell you what, the good crowd in today in Wayamba, they've really got the full support here. Down the third man, good batting. Well, Tomo, they need to get going because it's getting up to nearly 11 runs and over.
That's exactly what I said, Dino. Singles aren't going to do the trick. I know we always said at least score off the ball if you can't do anything, but you've got to make sure you get a boundary somewhere in the over of 4 or 6 or something.
just think if you can win the game by more than 20 runs, why wouldn't you get a bonus point or something? Oh, he's just put the size 12 on it. They just don't know where to get a run. They just don't know where they're going to get their next boundary.
Well, that also comes from bowling. I mean, they bowled pretty well, you know. But, yeah, they're worried about wickets. But you cannot chase a big total like this. I don't know. I just think you should go down swinging. Don't die wondering. Just get out there, and you never know what happens. You've got to give a bit of pressure back. You just keep doing this. There's no pressure going to go. All the pressure is going to build just on you, nowhere else. You got to try and hand it out.
They'll get one, and he's one down the ground. I can't remember who said it over a cup of tea or coffee the other day, but it was a good idea that the fact that you get an extra point after a win for a bonus point if you win it by more than 20.
I think it was our director downstairs.
Nice shot to get one. Oh, if he collected it cleanly, that might have been close. End of the over, 7 overs gone. It's 50 for 3. Here's some of the youngsters here. The Killer Denham, younger player of the tournament. Shaminda Orenga got spanked a bit today. He's got 6 wickets. Killer Dananjaya, of course. And Chaturanga Kumara, he's the youngster there. He's doing very, very well indeed. Just some of the guys that we're looking for. The Killer Denham, the younger player of the tournament. Well, there he is here.
Sorry, Dano, all 3 of those are on show tonight in this game. Kumara and Dananjaya going to go shortly, and he's a real handy bowler. Aranga, as you said, well, he got dished up about an hour and a half ago. He got about 100. He got 56 for 1, or 54 for 1 of his 4 overs, something like that. So he got a little bit of a spanking, and that's to be expected.
Right on the money. We're into the 7th over, and we still got slips and many players in the circle. And isn't he enjoying his cricket? It's the whole idea of this Mahindra Sri Lanka Premier League, try to unearth a couple of youngsters, get some of their players, getting them ready for the World Cup, as well as some of the other countries as well, the players that are playing here. Down the ground, has he got enough of it? Has he got enough of it? It's safe, but it might run away. Oh, good fielding, lads. That's it. Oh, there could be a run out here for direct hit. Oh, take him off, son, missed it. Oh, they missed a chance there.
Oh, he snatched it, I think, Dino. It was just so keen for the ball to get to him. I'm not quite sure if it would have been run out. It was pretty hard to tell from this end. But just snatched at it. It looked a good throw. It looked like it might have been going to hit. Direct hit. There's a good piece of fielding, good piece of backing up. Now let's have a look. Nice steady throw. Oh yeah, he would have been out by miles.
So what we learn is get the ball first, then worry about taking the bails off. It's easier said than done. Cameron Axel couldn't believe it. Well, we haven't seen some great fielding tonight. We've seen some great batting. Good bowling. And that might be out. Did he get a... Oh, he didn't get a glove. He got a wide. How could that be a wide?
I don't know. I thought it looked like it might have been over middle and leg. It's pretty hard to tell. We're on a slight angle here, but we'll soon find out the replay. Oh, you can't give that a wide. No way in the world. He should be hitting that. Just have a look from here. Oh, it's gone away a little, hasn't it?
It was a professional appeal too by Cameron Rackwell, just to get the umpire to be thinking of other things. He was only thinking about making it a wide. One there. Gee, good bowling by this youngster. Only 5 runs from it. He's got a wicket. Got to finish it off now, though.
Yeah, this is what he did before. He might get 1 or 2 hits off him and that, but he soon learns, so he gets the pace of the pitch and gets to see what the bowlers, what the batsmen are all about, and then works it out from there.
In the air, there's someone there, just take it. Oh, well, that's just soft. Hafiz taking the catch, and the kid's got another one.
And he's done 2 cap kicks this time, Dino. Whatever you want to call them, I don't know, side kicks, whatever. The click of the heels. Yeah, he's held this one back a little. Out the back of the hand there, chipped it away. Mid-on, sorry. Did not have to move. So, another wicket for the bowler. And isn't he happy about that, Kumara? And Rahim, well, just 5. 55 for 4.
Well, 4 wickets have fallen for 55 for the Nagas, and something you don't see quite often. There's 2 Angelos at the crease. I just can't remember when I've seen 2 Angelos at the crease. Angelo Pereira and Angelo Matthews. And Kamara, he's got 2 wickets for 13. And not bad strike rate though.
No, good strike rate. Get the best of 54. He's going to need more than that, I think, if they'll get out of this hole.
Bounce and a beauty. Oh, he's given him another wide and a no ball because he's bowled 2 bouncers. Now that can't be right because it's only 1 bouncer per batsman, isn't it? Isn't that the rule?
I don't know what he's waving here now. Whether he's reneged on the decision or what, the umpire. He's been questioned. It wasn't bad. It was a bit slippery anyway, but here's how the wicket fell. Up in the block hole, and a real nothing shot, that one there. This is Rahim that fell previously in the over. Just chipped it to mid-on.
Or down the ground and stops it. So that ends a very good over indeed from the youngster. 7 runs from the over. It's 57 for 4. Well, there's the match summary there. Wayamba really on top. A cheer if you missed it. Jayawardena, 96 not out of 50 balls. He was just sublime today. And so is the bowling of the Wayamba boys, particularly Kumara. Hafiz has got a wicket. Udana been very good. No one's been able to get a decent score at all for the Nagas. And they've been just a well-oiled machine, professional unit, and they've looked the best what we've seen already in the Mahindra Sri Lanka Premier League.
Yeah, it's Weeraratne to continue now. And he did a bit with the bat. It was good combination with the skipper there. There's the bench, pretty happy with themselves there. Hogg, he hasn't had a game yet, and of course the skipper, Bayliss. He'll get that through the point area there. It'll be just a single, the sweeper out there, onto it like a flash.
Brad Hogg on the Kontiki tour, Sri Lanka. In the middle there, Trevor Bayliss. And support staff there. But they're a happy camper. They're having a good time, as much as these guys are. Even though it's the opposition fans.
I think they're having a better time. They just enjoy themselves, don't they? How do you jump around like that for hours? You know, 3.5 hours or whatever it is, continuous.
Oh, he's done a Mahela, and it's a gutsy shot, and it's hit him in the gloves, but it's gone for 4. I think he hurt himself there, but obviously he's a smart player. He's watched one of the best in the world do it.
Well, he's done pretty well to hit this. It's sharpish. Oh, and just flicked it. He actually took his eye off it, hitting it.
Fall awkwardly on his hand, I think. Just watch his right hand there, as he just got a bit of bat on it. He knows he's in a bit of... He's worried about whether it's gone for 4, but he falls awkwardly on his wrist right there. Oh, that's hurt him.
Obviously, he doesn't do one-handed push-ups like you, Dino, eh? Huh? That's enough.
I can only do 3 a day. So they need 129 from 68 balls at 11.3 now. Need some more boundaries. That's a nice shot off the back foot, but they'll only get 1. Really struggling here to get a big over in somewhere to get the momentum going their way.
They're going to try and make something happen. I know they're bowling well, but you sort of got to at them and be innovative. I mean, that's what we saw from the Wayamba United. And that's why they got away to such a good score.
Oh, good fielding again by Wayamba. They're really on top here at Pallekele Stadium. That might be the strategic timeout, and it's 63 for 4. Nine overs bowled, 63 for 4, the Nagas, and comparatively against Wayamba, who are 67 for 1 at this same stage. So even though they lost a few more wickets, runs-wise, not much difference, really. Wayamba, they were 96 off 50 balls. One of the best knocks I've seen for a long, long time, Jay. I don't know where we're at now. He was also very good, 36 from 24. Only 5 extras. They weren't given too many, but 190 for 4 on a pitch that really has been supporting or favouring the bowlers at most times. A few changes going on now. And we've got one of the young kids, the Killer Denham candidates here. Coming on, Nagenahira.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the comparisons at the moment too, Dino. 67 for 1, 63 for 4, so it wasn't so much the run difference. which is there, you know, just goes to show you, but just need somebody to put their hand up. Have they got a Mahela in their team? I don't think so. And this from here on in, do they?
No, the economy rate is sublime, really, under 5. If you can keep that down for a young kid at this age, that's just brilliant. So let's see how he handles himself here, because he knows that either Matthews or Pereira, both Angelos, will be going after him. Fantastic figures. Fantastic figures.
He has, nobody's got hold of him yet, have they? But I don't think it's going to happen here with this awkward total.
Oh, now that nearly went down the throat of one of the fieldsmen there.
Well, he's tried to ramp it, hasn't he? It's hit the end of the queue. And it's just landed at no man's land.
It's a wide. Just slowing it up too, I noticed. 78 kilometres an hour, so just tossing it up and just baiting Angelo Matthews. You don't have to bait him too much, because this boy can moose it down the ground pretty easily. Down the ground for 1. Good battle. The youngster, young offie, bowling to 2 experienced players.
What I found with this kid is he's not afraid to throw it up. If he has got hit once or twice down the ground, he'll still give it the same ball, but it's a variant and it's a bit shorter, a bit more loopy. He's pretty talented for a young bloke.
Someone has to take a risk on him, hit him down the ground somewhere. Who's it going to be? Bowled even, should be stumped. Oh, he's missed him. Oh, should have been bowled, should have been stumped, should have been a lot of things.
I thought it bowled him, and I think that's what Cameron Akmal thought at first, and then he was just dumbfounded, I think, and then forgot to take the stumps off. Oh, I know, he actually fumbled the ball.
Oh, he's bowling well. He's right on top here, the youngster. They just don't know where to get a single here. They do not know where to hit it. Just 2 runs from the over, just 2 balls left. Can he finish it off? One down the ground. It's a fantastic over here. Having courage, tossing it up, putting some revs on it. Youth.
Youth, well, youth and pressure, mate. That's the difference. 4 wickets down, they can't really afford to lose wickets. They've got to get runs, and I mean, how do you get out of this? Need to be Houdini. And their asking rate now is about 12.3.
In there now, he's got it. Well bowled, youngster, you deserve that. Yeah, put your hands up. We have got a new kid on the block. Dhananjaya. Brilliant effort there. He's tossed it up to Matthews. So if you're good enough, have a go at it. Took his eyes off it, tried to hit it into another province and missed it.
Yeah, I think this came from the pressure of the guy before, missing the ball and missing it, and then Angelo Matthews has got down the wicket, didn't get to the pitch of the ball, and that's what this kid is good at. And then, of course, the Dozier, it just goes through and cleans him up. Skipper disappears for 9. Now they're halfway down and only 66 runs.
.66 for 5. The last rights have been set here. Padrana comes to the crease. 131. Good strike rate to take you through the next 5 overs. Jeffrey Dujon and Roshan Abesenga.
Thanks, Dino. Yes, the Nagenahira Nagas under a lot of pressure here. And the Wayamba bowlers definitely having a spring in their step. But take a look at this, Duj. Very impressive for a young man as young as 18.
Has had no idea which way it was going, Angelo Matthews. Looks to have a really bright future, that young man.
He's definitely carved a niche for himself in this tournament.
What I like about him most is that he gives it a nice loop. He has a nice loop on the ball. Not afraid to toss it up. He's not afraid to be hit. And of course he has his variations, which very few batsmen seem to be picking. He may be called upon to bowl a lot of overs in Test cricket one day. We need to get a little bit stronger, I think. But right now, for this form of cricket, he's just what the doctor ordered.
Pathurana gets off the mark with a single, but this won't hurt the Wayamba bowlers, because at the moment the required rate is climbing. It's almost at 13, and the original rate was under 10, and they're going at under 7, so a lot of work ahead. They need some big overs. And this is off an outside edge. Only a single. So just 3 singles of 4 balls. But what the Nagenahira Nagas need at the moment is obviously boundaries. That equation, Dooge, looks really out of their hands. 122 or 56.
Well, the bowling is not really allowing them very much. It's been pretty well thought out. Execution has been very good. They've kept it pretty simple, kept the ball straight mostly and up to the bat. Few variations in pace, and it's worked out quite well, and has worked out quite well for them throughout this tournament. A lot of young bodies out there, very athletic. Fielding has been of a pretty good standard.
Short ball, now this should be out caught. Oh, in fact, a good effort. Dhananjay not being able to hold on to it. A quicker delivery from Veeratna gets a boundary. 74 for 5. White worm at the one stage just peaking and now dipping under that blue worm of the Wayamba United, and that climb of that Wayamba United worm seemed to be pretty steep. Wonder whether the Nagas could ever get close to that.
Well, at this point Wayamba had only lost 2 wickets. This got on him a little quicker than he expected. Good attempt in the end. Would have been a fantastic catch, but never really in control of it. Dhananjaya. Not out is the verdict.
Dhananjay has very much, he's really been the difference as far as the Wayamba bowlers have been. Bowl with good control, lot of variety. Now down the wicket comes Pathurana. Really gets hold of it, gets a single. And what the Wayamba bowlers have done, Dooji, is they've bowled quite well around this youngster. They've kept things tight at the other end, allowing him to attack as much as he wants.
That last delivery is a good example. Just tossed it up. He's pretty confident that they're not picking him. I've seen him get hit a couple of times in other games, and he just continues to toss it up, and that's a very good sign.
His level of self-belief and confidence has been tremendous. Oh, from the outside edge, no slip there. Might run away to the boundary, does. Just trickles to the boundary. Hands go up. Clear outside edge, beaten off the pitch.
I think this was a bit wider than he really wanted to bowl. really have any cover in that area.
Now got in a slip. One has to be pretty impressed with this youngster Dhananjay, who comes from virtually unknown cricketing background and not overawed by the fact that he's in the big league with some big names. He's carried on regardless. Just bowled the way he's bowled, the way he knows. Probably the way he bowled as a school game. Just carried on like that. Now this is behind point. They'll be looking for a couple here. Sajid Patirana will come back for 2.
Well, the fact that they've left him out of the under-19 setup would suggest that they have bigger plans for him. One would like to think so.
And he comes down the pitch again. He'll get a single down to deep mid wicket. 83 for 5. Well, 83 for 5. That's a look at the card, the bowling card. Look at Dhananjay. Going at just 6. Udana has been impressive too. So has been Kaushal Veeratna. Veeratna will continue. And let's go across and join Mandy. I think she has somebody for us.
Yes, I do. I've got Umar Akmal with me. आज तो आप लोगों ने बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस किया.
सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करते हैं हम लोग, जितना अच्छा हमने खेला है और जितना अच्छा लीडिंग ऑफ द फ्रंट महिला ने बैटिंग की है. तो मेरा ख्याल है कि महिला को वापस फॉर्म में आया, जो उसके साथ एक और हमारा जो लेफ्ट हैंड बैट्समैन था उसने भी काफ़ी माशाल्लाह अच्छा खेला. तो हमारी पूरी टीम माशाल्लाह पूरी फॉर्म में आ गई. इंशाल्लाह आगे बहुत क्रूशल मैच आने वाले हैं, सेमीफाइनल आने वाला है, उसकी तैयारी हम लोग कर रहे हैं. तो उसकी तैयारी में थोड़ा सा बैटिंग ऑर्डर चेंज किया था, तो उसमें थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम हुई थी.
अच्छा, दोनों आप भाई हो, एक ही टीम में हो. बड़ा कौन है?
मेरा ख्याल कामी भाई बड़े हैं, मैं छोटा हूँ.
तो जब आप कुछ गड़बड़ करते हो, गलती करते हो, तो डांट भी पड़ती है?
बिल्कुल, क्रिकेट में तो वो कोई कंप्रोमाइज़ नहीं करते मेरे साथ. बाद में अगर आउट ऑफ द फील्ड अगर वो मेरे साथ मेरे बेस्ट फ्रेंड हैं वो, तो मेरा ख्याल है कि क्रिकेट में हम लोग ज़्यादा एंजॉय करते हैं.
आप लोगों ने अब तक ये चौथा मैच है, 3 में से 3 तो जीत चुके हैं. ये भी लग रहा है लगभग हो ही जाएगा. इतनी अच्छी फीलिंग और आजकल का क्राउड और सपोर्ट जितना मिला है आपको?
नहीं, मेरा ख्याल है कि जैसे ये श्रीलंका ने लीग शुरू करवाई है, आप IPL तो नहीं कह सकते, लेकिन ये उस तरह की एक लीग है, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्राउड काफ़ी ज़्यादा एंजॉय कर रहा है और हम प्लेयर्स भी काफ़ी यहाँ पे एंजॉय कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हमारे लिए बहुत टफ कंपटीशन था, क्योंकि हम IPL वगैरह नहीं खेल रहे थे. हमने यहाँ पे प्रूव करना था अपने आप को भी और पाकिस्तान के नाम को भी प्रूव करना कि हम IPL अगर नहीं खेल सकते तो हम इस तरह की लीग में आके हम लोग अच्छा परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं.
और आपका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा अपनी टीम में, बाकी फॉरेन प्लेयर्स के साथ इंटरैक्ट करना, श्रीलंकन बॉयज़ के साथ इंटरैक्ट करना?
मेरा ख्याल बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहा है मेरा, और मैं काफ़ी इंजॉय कर रहा हूँ. एक फैमिली बन के हम लोग ये टीम में मिल के खेल रहे हैं और वो काफ़ी इंजॉय हम लोग कर रहे हैं.
थैंक यू वेरी मच हमसे बात करने के लिए, एंड गुड लक. दैट वाज उमर अकमल. Thrilled to be here in the Mahindra Sri Lanka Premier League. Says it's an amazing experience to be a part of a team like Wayamba United. Back to you guys.
Well, Mandy, we knew it all the time. We didn't need you to tell us that. We knew it all the time.
I think he's just making excuses about being dropped. Especially the last part.
Well, 100 runs more, 44 balls. And that's enough.
Slides off the outside edge. A good piece of fielding. And this is what I'm talking about. These guys are really switched on in the field. They don't give away much.
Oh, that's a full toss. He missed it. And Angelo Pereira, the batsman, 92 for 5. Look at the comparisons. Wayamba United definitely in front at this stage. Lost few wickets, 7 runs in front. Nagas need another 99 runs of just 42 balls. And he's going to be Dhananjay, who will continue to bowl to Pathirana. Comes down the track. This is high. Somebody might get underneath it. It's taken quite safely. It's Hafiz, the fieldsman at long off. Sachin Pathirana looking to go over the top, and in the end being dismissed.
Just bears out my point. The Wayamba fielders, they're sharp, they're switched on, they don't drop catches. The fielding is sharp. Every opportunity they get is taken. They just will not release the pressure. And the Pathirana goes for 12. It's 92 now for 6.
So Nagenahira Nagas 92 for 6. Kanishka Alvitigala is the new batsman. He's certainly struggling under that onslaught of Mahela Javardhan, who played an absolutely brilliant innings. He's at the non-strikers end because Angelo Pereira crossed on that last shot by Pathirana. And this is what happened. He had to do this.
Tried to go wide of long off, didn't really get hold of it, and very safely taken.
Well, this is the problem when you're a mystery bowler. Tailenders struggle to read you. Dot balls keep coming into play, and the asking rate just continues to soar. At the moment, it's over 15 runs and over. They'll just do it in singles. But no doubt this game is now dead and buried. 97 of 38. And the gentleman in the centre, Aniruddha Polnuvita, well known. Played for Sri Lanka, then Ceylon, left arm spinner, and now the head curator of Sri Lanka cricket. Bhadra Senaviratne next to him, his assistant.
Well, they've certainly done a good job with these pitches. Very playable batsmen. We've seen batsmen score runs, we've seen bowlers take wickets.
They'll get a single off the last ball. Well, it's 95 for 6. Well, these pictures going right around the world. The Mahindra SLPL. These are the list of official broadcasters. CSN, of course, has it in Sri Lanka. We got all bases covered. And that includes the Maldives, Canada, the Caribbean, the States, Middle East. Even have the internet covered on YouTube. So it's going to be Assam Mahmood to bowl the 15th over. 95 for 6. Angelo Pereira on 19. And then the non-strikers in Kanishka Alvitigala. Azam Mahmood has been reasonable. He's gone for just 9 and over. Very short run. Not easy to get him away. Just continue to bowl that line around middle and off. Certainly The pressure must be telling on these youngsters. Angelo Pereira is a very young lad. They've never known how to handle a pressure situation like this.
They need almost 16 and a half and over now. Advise them to just play some shots and have a good time, because I really don't see the Nagas getting up from here.
Yeah, this young man is another highly promising player for Sri Lanka, Angelo Pereira. He's been very, very prolific in domestic cricket. I believe he was on a tour with the Sri Lanka A team. And they're running. Now if that hit, that would have been good night for Kanishka Alvitigala. They just played it into the hands of Jayawardene and ran with it.
Well, this was really desperate. He wouldn't have been anywhere in the picture if this had hit.
Nowhere in the picture. Well, if the captain's day, he's already made a brilliant 96. He's taken a catch in the first over. And a run out of a direct hit wouldn't have done any harm either. This is now bordering, I don't want to call it absurd, but then bordering that purpose or that point of the game, because Nagenahira Nagas have no chance of getting close to this score. So what they're now trying to do is to try and bat out the 5 overs, try and improve on their run rates. They should still be the number 2 team after this game. This is just over short fine leg. Will run down to the boundary. Angelo Pereira playing it fine. A low full toss outside the leg stump. The 100 is out.
Attempted slower ball from Azhar Mahmood. Just enough bat on it to get it over the short fine leg.
So the fine leg's been pushed back. Mid-off comes into the circle. Now the asking rate is almost touching 17.5. Short ball. This is in there. It's going to fall safe. And they'll get a single. So 7 runs off the over. It's 102 for 6.
That tells you that the Nagenahira Nagas are dead and buried. It's just a matter now of seeing if they'll be able to bat these last 5 overs out, and if they can, Dean Jones and Jeff Thompson will be with you.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Well, at this stage, 102 for 6. They need it at required rate of 17.6. And the fat lady has entered Pallekele Stadium for Farazan. She's starting to hum a few bars because this game is almost over. It's a matter of whether some youngsters can get a few wickets here. Oh, it's an amazing sweep shot on one leg. I remember John Embry used to sweep the ball like that all the time.
Not as good as he just said. He's absolutely creamed this. He loses his footing. But he absolutely timed the ball beautifully.
It's another reason why batsmen don't wear spikes in the back heels. He's just slipped there. A lot of the batsmen today, Tomo, don't wear spikes in the heels, and sometimes you get a bit of trouble. should get at least one, and they'll get an easy 2. Let's have a look at it again. Just watch his heels. It just starts to slip, and you can see there he ain't got any spikes in his heels. Well, prerequisite of LBWs is that he doesn't hit it.
Yeah, that's right. He's got a bit of an edge on the bottom edge. He's got a couple of wickets for his trouble again tonight, Nagenahira.
He's tossing it up, the youngster. Why wouldn't he at this situation of the game?
Well, he should have had a stumping too, remember? Missed stumping the Cameron Atwell fumbled it earlier on.
Yeah, he's been most impressive, Nagenahira. In the air, and this should be his 3rd wicket. It should be. It is. Well done. That finishes his spell. He's got 3 for 18. And hasn't he bowled well?
Yeah, he's done well. Tossed it up again. Never afraid to keep tossing the ball. There it is. Drops on him. Doesn't get to the pitch of it. Gets it high on the bat. It's a nice handy catch out there. Just floated a little bit with the breeze. And there we are. Celebration. Another one for him. A bit to Gali. Goes for 4. And it's 7 now for 105.
And that is the strategic timeout. The Nagas in all sorts of trouble, mainly through to the young destroyer, Nagenahira. He's got 3 wickets here, 105 for 7. Pereira, the only batsman really got any sort of score here at 26. Let's have a look at these 3 wickets.
Oh, that's the first one, straight through the go. Nagenahira, one of his first 3. And then the big windy whoosh. Throws him up. And of course, you get the people trying to hit you down the ground. And then his last one here was Siradana, takes a good catch in the outfield there. And now it's Siradana bowling from our end.
All smiles, he's absolutely stoked. He's loving this Sri Lankan Premier League, isn't he? A good experience for him. You know, almost full house crowds. TV, playing with the experienced players, and more importantly, the most important thing is getting wickets under the nose of Mahela Jayawardene. You're getting wickets while the Sri Lankan captain's looking at you. You've got to have a future.
Oh, mate, he's getting wickets on TV, the whole deal. I mean, everybody's seeing him. But he just hasn't been taken to. Nobody's got a hold of him, no matter who they are. He's done well.
Now Siravardena is tossing them up a little bit as well, doing the same thing, not bowling much more than 80 kilometres an hour. get one here. They're running the first one hard. Are they going for two? No, I better not, because that would have been run out by 14 yards.
That was a good strong throw, wasn't it? Like a rocket. Fielding's been sharp, hasn't it, Dino? I mean, it started with the bat, as we said before. The fielding's followed and the bowling's followed. Everything's just gone into place. There's been a couple of missed chances.
And that should be a run out. How's that for a fielding? You're going to be run out there. You say goodbye. What? Look at that for a funny look. It's not a great way to treat your teammates. By gee, the running in this match has been just awful.
Been a little indifferent, isn't it? I don't know how noisy it is out there, whether they can't hear one another or that, but it's, well, just crazy, wasn't it? I looked up because I was watching the field, and then I looked up and saw the two guys down the one end and thought, what's going on here?
Well, the first mistake was there because he took his eyes off the ball, and then he's panicked. So, well, come on, run, run, run. All right, nick off, go. So there you go. That's the run out. He's gone. His last rights have been given. Naranga goes for two. It's one away for 8. For 8, they need 83 from 18 balls. They win it from here, they deserve it. Mendes comes in, strike rate not good. Oh, and that's him in the fingers. Chance for a run out again if he hits. Oh, overthrows, maybe not.
No, he's too busy watching, I think, the throw rather than just putting his head down and going for it. Just check where this throw goes. Oh, he was in by fairway. There's the backing up. Plenty of guys trying to cut that ball off. That's what you like to see.
You see, they're really worried about not only winning this match, but by winning it by a fair way. Percentage and the run rates, net run rates are very important. Big slog there. Will it go for 4? And it does for 4. Smiles all round by Azam Mahmood. Oh, the girls have got something to celebrate. Well, they have.
A little bit of room. He's trying to hit that over mid-on. That's gone 180 degrees in the opposite direction over second slip.
Yeah, it's a Tomo shot. I've seen you do that a few times.
No, I would have missed it completely.
Slow ball. Off pad. That's the reason why.
It wasn't. I was waiting for the umpire to signal wide with it, but it's touched his leg on the way through. Have a little look. Oh, it's the out of the backhand slow one, isn't it? Yeah, it's just flicked his shin pad.
Might bowl another one of those. Good exponents I've seen of that ball. Ian Harvey bowled it well. Steve Waugh, Simon O'Donnell. There it is again. That should be out if you get good quick feet. Oh, I didn't get that. Oh, chance for a run at as well. Gee. He got his feet in a tangle when the ball got hit in the air there, and he just couldn't quite turn quickly enough to follow the line of the ball. That was his major problem.
Yeah, it was always just had a little enough bat on it to just carry it over his head. Mind you, we nearly saw a run out.
Now the third man's come up into the ring, and that tells me he's going to bowl a lot of change-up deliveries here. There is another change-up. Down the ground, a mid-off. You bowl many leg breaks? Been you bowled?
No, but I broke a few legs.
A couple of three-leggers too, if I remember, at the World Cup, but we met one of them, Wintermany, wasn't it, at Lord's? Broke his foot? One of the brothers there?
Well, his brother was in the golf club, I don't know, was it? One of his brothers.
That ends the over. 9 runs from it. It's 170 for 8. Well, the Nagas have been absolutely smashed by Wayamba tonight, mainly due to the efforts by Pallekele Wadner, 96 not out of 50 balls. Nagenahira has been brilliant with the ball, as is Kamara, all their bowlers. It's just been a wonderful team performance by Wayamba tonight. They really have showed all the right moves that these girls are doing. Skip up, be proud of his boys. Full toss, gets almost the just deserves what the well fielder just won there.
There was a couple of all right bowling figures here against this guy too, Dino. There was a couple of guys didn't get hit around, bowled pretty well in that total.
In the air, there should be someone to catch it. No, they won't, because it'll be 6. Wow, he just had enough on it. It was against the breeze. It looked like it was going to hold up a little bit. He didn't get it, not even close to getting it.
It looked like it was a miss hit, didn't it? I understand what you're saying. It looked like it should never have got there. And it just sort of kept drifting. I think he thought he might have been out to start with. He's just swatting these ones.
The interesting thing for me, they've put all the covers around the ground, and a lot of the players got spikes, and they've been running over the brand new covers. Each of these covers are worth about $2,500 each. Big one, big one. Oh, is he taking a ripper? Oh dear, I thought he had enough to get on it, but he's fortunately 6'2".
See, I don't need the rangefinder, Dino. I just thought that one was not going to make it. It had a bit of topspin on it, but I tell you what, this fella had to finish it off, and he did a really, really good job to hold that in. That's Wiratner out there. Tall man, needed to be tall, and they needed to be athletic. Quite easy to step over that line. And just one more wicket falls, and one more to go. Mendes gone for 3, and it's 9 for 125.
$125 for 9. In the air. Oh, well taken by Nagenahira. That had a bit of heat on it there.
You see the arm on that kid down there too, Nagenahira? He's got a rocket arm. Just falls short. Just. Absolutely well judged, wasn't it?
Perfection. Well, knows the call. 9 runs from the over. 1 over to go, folks. 126 for 9. Wayamba really on top here. They need a lot of runs to win off these last 6 balls. Ain't going to happen, but it's pretty important that they don't give too much more away to Wayamba, who's been, well, very, very impressive. Mind you, so has the dancing have been out there. almost in sync. He's having a good time as well.
Well, that's because the music playing is tonight's going to be a good night. It's going to be a good night for one team, and one team only, and that's Wayamba. And a superb night for the man on picture there.
Are they the outstanding team of the competition to you, Wayamba?
So far, mate. Yep, easily.
Down the ground, it should be 4, I think. Good shot. Of course, they'll go through undefeated here, of course, the slower ball, and he picked it. But sometimes a couple of teams get some easy wins or soft wins, or wins they shouldn't really deserve. But Wayamba have been definitely looked the best team for me right throughout this competition. Got 4 wins here. Get another win, they'll be definitely playing 1 versus 4 in the first semi.
Well, they're the only team undefeated, won't they be after tonight anyway? So that says enough. They deserved exactly where they were. We saw a good game last night. I'm just trying to remember a team I saw last night that I thought was a very good outfit too.
That would be a wide.
Well, yeah, it's just come to me. It was Uber next. I thought they played pretty well. I think they'll give these guys a good run for their money.
Well, don't know. Has he got a wicket here if he dives forward? No, 1 bounce. 1 bounce. Now, don't worry. There'll be the coaches of the other teams will be trying to work out to plan how they're going to beat Wayamba. They've got a bit of time here to do it, of course. Pereira. He's got 47 from 38, so he's looking to get a 50 here. Haven't scored too many 50s in this competition. The bowlers have had the best say over the batsmen right throughout the tournament. Oh, he smashed it into his foot. He's not happy. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, it doesn't tickle, especially the shoes they wear these days, the running shoes. They're basically with spikes on them. Big windy whoosh. Oh, right on the inside of the ankle. Luckily it got a bit of that pad.
See with Ben Lachlan Canetta, the 6 down the ground like his father. His father was a very good power hitter. There you go. And he used to hit him like that. And not a little bit further though. Gee, I've had a shocking night tonight, Jim, trying to call it.
I hope that was into the wind, but I'm looking at the flags and there's no wind, so that, yeah, just a miscue there, and it's been the way it's happened all night tonight for Nagenahira Nagas. I'm sorry, it's been a miscue. They were bad in the field, they didn't quite bowl that well, and their batting was way short of the mark. And here's how the last wicket fell. Ben Lachlan trying to clear the pickets, didn't get the full piece of it, and another tidy catch in the outfield.
Just the way he followed through, I thought he got a good piece of it and he didn't. Well, Mahela with his boys there, they'll be looking to have a game of golf tomorrow, no doubt, and have a good day off. They've really played well, and look at them. They're pretty stoked. They've got a good morale going on with the team. Beautifully led, wonderfully led by Mahela Jayawardenep. And they are a team that, well, they have to be beaten. They won't give anything away, not when he's at the helm.
No, when you consider that Cameron Akmal didn't chip in tonight, he's one that has been doing the things for him, but the skipper stood up and took over, and it was pretty hard to fault anything he did tonight. The captaincy was good. The team followed him all the way. He led right from the start, and, well, they come out the blocks fighting, and that's exactly how they finished. The Nagas Well, that's their effort at trying to chase down that big total. A 25 to bird at the top there was a bit flashy, but never quite convincing. Pereira, the only man, 48 not out. The rest, well, did nothing really.
Uden up 2 for 17. Mamu got hurt a bit. No wicket for 34. 1 for no half. He's only got one. Kumara, brilliant, 2 for 15, and more importantly, 3 for 18 by Dhananjaya, one of the youngsters here, and he has bowled absolutely beautifully. Well, there you go, there's the match summary. Wayamba United have defeated Nagenahira Nagas there by 56 runs. Great performance by Mahela Jayawardena, and as you can see, they caught well, fielded well, and they deserve to be on top of this ladder of the Mahindra Sri Lankan Premier League. Let's go down to Roshan. Who have you got for us?
Thank you very much, gentlemen. We got one of the most promising youngsters in this tournament, somebody who's done brilliantly well, Chaturanga Kumara. Chaturanga, මොකද හිතන්නේ ඔබ මේ තරංගාවලියේ පන්දු යවුව ආකාරය ගැන?
ගොඩක් සතුටුයි. මට පළවෙනි තරඟ කියලා ගන්න බැරි වුණා. ඒත් ඊළඟ තරඟේ ඉඳන් හොඳට බෝල් කරා. මේ ගැනම සතුටු වෙනවා ගොඩක්.
මොකද හිතන්නේ ඔබ ලබපු අත්දැකීම ගැන විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ තලයේ ක්‍රීඩා කිරීම මේ උසස් මට්ටමේ ක්‍රීඩකයන් සමග?
ඔව් මුලින්ම මහලයිගේ ටීම් එකේ ක්‍රීඩා කරන ලොකු සතුටක් ඇති වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම අපේ ටීම් එකේ මේ ඕසීස් ප්ලේයර්ස්ත් එක්ක සෙල්ලම් කිරීම ගැන ලොකු භාගයක් තිබෙනවා.
අද ජයග්‍රහණය ගැන?
ගොඩක් සතුටුයි. අපි හතරවෙනි ජයග්‍රහණය ඊළඟ තරඟදී ජයග්‍රහණය කළා. සෙමි ෆයිනල් යන තමයි බලාපොරොත්තු.
SLPL තරඟාවලිය, මහේන්ද්‍ර SLPL තරඟාවලිය ගැන මොකද හිතන්නේ?
ගොඩක් හොඳයි අපි වගේ යංග්ස් ක්‍රිකටර්ස්ලාට ගොඩක් මේක ඔපචුනිටි එකක්. මොකද ඉස්සරහට ශ්‍රී ලංකා ජාතික කණ්ඩායම නියෝජනයකටම ලොකු chance එකක් තියෙනවා මේක හොඳට කරන්න හැට.
හොඳයි අපි ඔබට සුබපත් වෙනවා අපි හිතනවා ඔබේ කණ්ඩායම දිගටම ජයග්‍රහණය කරයි කියලා.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, he seems to be delighted with his performance. He's so happy playing with players of this caliber playing in this league. He's happy for his team and looking forward to first reaching the semi-final and then going on and winning. That's all from here. Let's go upstairs.
Thanks very much, Roshan. I'm happy you translated that for me. I had no idea what he was saying. But anyway, there you go. He goes straight to the top of the table, Wayamba. 8 points, undefeated on the top there with 1.91 the net run rate there, and they are playing really well here. Nagenahira got belted there. Now their net run rate's gone down, which is a major problem. They go to 6 points, Kandy on 4, Uva 4, and the rest, well, they're going to have to improve. Except for Uttara, who's got no chance of getting in the top 4. Don't go away, we've got the presentation straight after the break.
Mahindra Sri Lanka Premier League. Mahindra Sri Lanka Premier League.
Welcome back here. Well, it's been a very good win here to the Wayamba United. They go on top of the table now. Well, I wonder who will be the man of the match. Russell Arnold, he'll tell us.
Thanks, Dino. And we have a clear-cut leader, the Wayamba United, and what a dominant performance it was, an all-round performance led by the skipper. So let me first introduce the presentation party, Mr. Suresh Navaratna Raja, Area Sales Manager of Ideal Motors Private Limited. He will be presenting the award to the Mahindra Man of the Match today. Mr. Lakshman De Silva, Vice President of Nuwara District Cricket Association. Mr. Chandra Mahavatta, Treasurer, Kandy District Cricket Association. Mr. Amit Sani of Wayamba United. And Murari Jalan of Nagenahira Nagas. Well, let me first have a chat to the losing captain, Angelo Matthews. Just a bad day in the office.
Can't really do much, it was a trade towards the master bat. He was, dispatching all the bowlers to all parts of the ground. So, apart from fielding, I thought the master was, outstanding.
Well, where do you think you lost it? In the field, or you could have batted better?
Well, the fielding, and then, you really can't do much, when the master was going on like that. First of all, 196 was a bit too much.
Well, is it panic stations, or you just go about your business as usual?
No, not really. I mean, we won 3 and we just have to get, 1 under the belt, so we don't need to panic too much.
Yeah, you're right there. And good luck for the rest of the games. Well, let me now call upon the winning captain, who is also today's man of the match. That's Mahela Jayawardena. Accept your check first, Mahela. A dominant performance. Well played initially.
Yeah, it is. I think, it's good to bat up the order for a change and to spend some time out there in the middle. We've made a few changes with the batting order as well. A few guys coming up worked for us.
Well, you paced it really well. What was your initial target?
Well, I mean, obviously the wicket was doing a bit up front, so try and, play good shots and, get through that initial period. We were thinking, 150 would be a good score on this, with our bowling attack. So we were just thinking for that, but, Kaushi came and, changed our minds a bit. The way he batted in that middle period gave us a bit of momentum. So nicely set up with a lot of batters in the shed to go after in the last 4-5 overs.
Everybody doing their little bits. Even the bowlers were very disciplined, and I think your fielding was great as well.
Yeah, I think, we need to make sure that, we maintain those standards. It's not easy in a tournament like this. We put a lot of emphasis on our fielding. We've got a younger group. There's a lot of energy among the guys, so which is great. The bowlers are, it's tough in a 2020 game. You sometimes, good balls will go for sixes, but they keep, putting in the right places, asking questions from the batsmen, which is what I want them to do, so having good fun.
Well, you're already in the knockouts, so what is it now? Take the foot off the pedal?
Not really. Obviously, we will lose few players in the next few days. So we'll have to think about other combinations and get few other guys in form before going into the business end of the tournament. So a bit of planning to do, but as long as, everyone's putting their hand up and performing, that's what counts.
Well done today. We thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thanks, Ross.
Well, guys, that's it from here.
Thanks very much, Russell. Congratulations to Mahela Jayawardena, and tomorrow's match is there. Rahuna Royals versus Uva next, starting at 4 o'clock. That should be a good game. Then followed up by Uttara Rudras versus Nagenahira Cricket Dundee, coming to you live from 8 o'clock there. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed Mahela Jayawardena's knock today. Kandy Warriors big win, and the Wayamba United, they go to top of the table of the Mahindra Sri Lanka Premier League. See you tomorrow.